How about that? Now it says it's going live. It says you're live. Okay. Now we're starting over, right? And nobody knows what's going on because all this terrible stuff happened when nobody was watching.
No, right? No. It was, we totally meant to schedule the stream for 5:37. There was the pre-stream stream. Which,
that was the gag
don't
stream.
Don't worry about it.
Gotcha.
Yeah, totally. Because we're completely competent. And we totally didn't screw it up by trying to multi-stream.
Of course not. So, now that the polish is completely worn off this whole operation, well...
No. It gives it character. It's character.
No.
Delay's only 15 seconds. Oh, you're buffering a little bit.
Why are we buffering?
Oh, we're buffering some more.
This is... Okay, why is it saying that I have two things open again?
Stop streaming to me, because your internet can't handle it.
Oh, that's right.
Then, yeah.
Okay, we're done doing that. Stop streaming.
Yeah, we'll let everyone come into the new one.
Hopefully. Hey, we have a like already. That's a start.
Yeah, I'll give you a like. There you go. Bam! Look at that. Let me repost in.
Okay, it says
that in the Discord.
Okay, it still says more than one ingestion is using the primary URL. Send one stream to the primary, and then it's cut off. Primary ingestion URL, one stream to the backup URL.
Oh, is it still trying to simulcast?
Okay, I'm going to stop streaming on this thing here and see if that kills everything on the multiple output part.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That should be fully off. It should be fully off.
Hopefully this solves everything in the whole world.
See, because, we wanted to make sure this was so spiffy, we decided to stream to YouTube twice via the same stream at the same time, which is bad.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Okay, why is it still saying more than one ingestion using private? Why is...
Well, we're only about... Oh, I just skip ahead to live. Cool. Delay's good. Everything's good. There's people in chat. Very patient people. Awesome people.
Holy cow. Oh, yeah, 40 minutes late. Good criminy.
Nah.
Okay, it's still saying we got more than one ingestion. He's using the primary URL. I don't know what your problem is, guy. I'm really sorry, YouTube. It says stream status is poor, but if everybody else thinks it's okay, then we will just drag this thing kicking and screaming and
roll with it. Do it live.
Sure.
We're modders. We fix things to a point. As long as it works.
I'm just gonna kick some dirt over the top of it, and we're gonna just carry on. Hey, everybody!
Throw some duct tape. Yeah.
Okay.
Do your thing.
You know what? Sure. All right. We're gonna do this thing, and if there's problems, we're going to ignore them because at this point, that's just what we're gonna do. All right. Hey, everybody! Thanks for your patience. We've had all of the technical difficulties because we tried to be too cool. So we are now being humbled, and we're feeling great. So. It has now been 3 weeks since the last update that we had, and we've had, I believe, 1 or 2 more entries, and also a whole heap of updates that we're excited to talk about. I believe last time we talked, 2 weeks ago, I did mention that we did have finally did have an actual award prizes announced. We're having each winner or the I guess yeah, the first place winner of each category, each class will receive a pair of modified flesh cutters, like end cutters, made by Iron Gopher, called Gopher Teeth. I believe I shared those in the Discord a little while ago. I've been using mine recently. Finally got a chance to do a little modding again, and they are very nice. And the winners, I'm sure, will greatly appreciate that. I've also been in discussions with another person who has offered offered to offer some awards to their store. I'm working out details there, and also we have an announcement today that's a special announcement of more prizes as well for all winners of each category. So that's 9 different award packages on top of everything else, and those are offered by someone who originally offered prizes and then offered to help run this thing, and if he had not stepped in to help run this thing, it would not be happening at all at this point, especially today in particular. That one
Damn,
is...
who's that? That sounds like a really cool guy.
Yeah, no, he's kind of an odd duck, but you know, what are you going to do?
Yeah.
You would know them from probably most of all from their time spent in the background of Make Test Battle. This is Alex, the wizard of Make Test Battle, and now the wizard of Flywheel the World. Alex, since you are apparently on stream now finally, and we're totally doing this great and everything's running smooth, go ahead and introduce yourself and talk a little bit.
Hey, I'm Alex. Yeah, we co-founder Flywheel the World along with Adrian. Flywheel the World. We're still alive. We're not dead yet. And yeah, when Nathan actually mentioned he wanted to resurrect this thing, I'm like, I want to help with that. That sounds cool. I loved MergeMasters. I like looking at all the awesome blasters and going, yep, that's something I can never make, but that's really, really cool. So offered some to do some prizes and to help out in the background. Set up the spreadsheet and been attempting to help Nathan with some of the streaming side. I bit off a little bit more than I can chew with the multiple RTMP outputs to do simulcast streaming, since Twitch now allows that. But that's just that's more of a tech issue for bandwidth and hardware. But
Yeah, I don't think that
we'll
was more
get
than
that
you
all
could
done.
chew. That was definitely more than my machine can chew, apparently. So we'll get there, maybe.
That's fine. It's just we have to reroute. We have to set up different encoding processes, so it's all a single encoding, then it splits it from there.
Sure. Something like that.
Yeah.
That'll make sense later. All right. Well, we have 12 people, looks like, right now, which
Nice.
is fantastic. And that's a pretty good crowd. That is good enough to start off, I think. So,
Yeah.
I guess we can officially remove the beginner in a few moments because we're officially doing this thing. All right. So, those of you who joined in last time will remember the spreadsheet. Thanks again, Alex, for basically making the spreadsheet a thing that happened. So, we'll go ahead and ask this live. How many were you able to update just in the last few minutes?
I'm currently doing so. Just so everyone knows, we had a busy couple of weeks. Spreadsheet got delayed via an update, so we're updating it live. So apologies if you haven't seen your update in the last couple of weeks, but we are getting that all fixed today. And then going forward, I'll make sure to set up a little bit of time so we can keep these. I want to say about, every 3 days we'll try to update it. I'm gonna try, and that way you can just keep seeing the progression. Some of these people have like really awesome work, and it's like, how have you done that so quickly? Yeah, the people I have updated. So I got where was I? I got NapTown. I haven't gotten Catch yet. I'm currently doing. We had some new entries as well, so those always take a little bit longer. And to all the new entries, I apologize. I wasn't able to dig out your profile picture yet. So your profile picture is currently the meme dog that I pulled out last time. So don't worry, we'll get those all updated with everyone's socials. But our main thing we want to make sure to show off for this one is the blasters. If you want to start with NapTown, it's NapTown I got, and then I will just jump to cats because I'm just doing um, Grim Reapers, and then I'll do cats next.
Okay, cool. Yeah, jump on that, and I will. There's a little bit to talk about on NapTown, so that'll be good. So yeah, as soon as Cats is ready, go ahead and let me know, and I'll just kind of vamp until then.
Oh yeah.
We'll jump back here real quick. For those of you who are new and did not join in last time, this is the MergeMasters spreadsheet thing that says brought to you by me, but it's actually brought to you officially by Alex. So
No, just go. It's Alex and Nathan.
well, the spreadsheet
You're
particularly.
yeah.
The link is in the pinned comments within the MergeMasters Discord, which should be linked in this stream.
It's also linked in the description. It's also
Oh yeah, we don't have
the
the bot thing running. That was in the other one. Darn.
That was in Twitch. There's
That's
that.
right.
Hopefully that's not the editable link, but it shouldn't be. So we should be good.
Okay, cool. Yeah, you just
Everything's fine.
yeah. Alex just posted the link to the spreadsheet, so if you want to follow along at home, or just as the rest of the competition progresses, you can go ahead and click on that, and it'll operate the same way we're about to do it here. So you can watch the progression of different builds, and also have a quick reference for when voting comes up at the end of next month. So go ahead and open up NapTowns here. Click. This is the starting photo. We looked at that last time. I'll go ahead and back this out a hair.
Yeah, did you hear me? You cut out a little bit. When was the voting?
The end of next month.
And then the next month.
So April 31st. 31st.
Still time.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of time.
Well, and we have, 2 or 3 that are already either done or basically final paint is drying. So, and that's within like a month or so. So if you don't think you have time, you probably have time. And even if you have time to just get started, and then, geez, jump on.
It's about doing this whole thing. Yeah, we have prizes and stuff, but if you're actually competing, that's the important thing. You're doing something, you're creating something, and just you kind of keep it small. If you're like worried, oh, I don't have enough time, just enter the basic category, make a little something.
Yeah, just
find
start
a Maverick in the garbage, and then merge it with something else. It'll be good times.
Or at least
especially
practice.
Yeah, exactly. Don't do something expensive. Do something cheap. Have fun with it.
Okay, so this is NapTown's latest update. First time he just had the stock and everything, and he actually posted a video the other day I meant to watch, but I haven't had a chance. As mentioned, things have been kind of crazy, but I am anxious to take a look at that and just see if he discusses his, I guess, the mindset and the.
Is it a short video? We can throw it up. So I know you said a few people mentioned they had some videos.
Oh, his actual YouTube video. He's been covering those with a kind of a build log, which is really awesome, because it does offer an opportunity for a bit of discussion on what they're doing and why and things like that. So,
okay.
Yeah.
And with videos, we are going to see if we can embed them in the spreadsheet, just because the idea is the spreadsheet, while it's not a step-by-step tutorial, it kind of gives you the idea and like the process behind it, so you can at least get the gist of how this was made. And so with the more people documenting it, because we do have a handful of videos where we'll always have the socials, but we'll see if we can have a link, an embedded link, or just a simple here's the link to their playlist, or we'll make our own. You can make your own playlist on YouTube, and here's all their little videos covering it. So that way we just always have that database for it.
Well, yeah, it would be nice. I mean, the main purpose for the spreadsheet is for people to have the information they need for when we do the voting and stuff at the end of the competition. That way all the information's there, but people are able to follow along live as builds progress. But I want to maintain the documents as kind of a repository of information to where that, in another 3 or 4 competitions hence, you can look back and have a catalog of information of all the builds, what always went through, how things progressed, instead of trying to follow everybody's individual social media and stuff like that, and individual posts on Reddit and Facebook and this and that and the other thing. Just trying to combine all the information together, so it's kind of a just one story that you can go from build to build to build and kind of see the whole operation.
Yeah.
But
Also, you can make your own copy because it's just a Google sheet, and you have that fully saved personally for you forever. So even if like Reddit was to die or YouTube was to die, you'd have at least most of the information.
yeah, we have a solid copy somewhere. We're not relying on old links or anything like that. And so that is, I'm hoping to move forward with that. There again, this is designed in the manner of quarterly competitions, but this will not be itself a quarterly competition. This will probably be annual or maybe semi-annual. Probably more like annual, just because it's a lot for not only for to host the thing, but also for individual builders. That's a lot of pressure.
You mean you don't want to do this every month?
Not if I can help it.
Every month. New blasters coming out. 100 years every month. Good times.
But yeah, that way we have kind of an ongoing, just like I said, a catalog of information, since so much of it seemed to have been lost with Reddit being Reddit and just the way those competitions went. So we'll go ahead and most of this information was kind of hashed out in the last event or the last live stream, so we'll kind of carry on. But with NapTown's Strife here, it's Strife and old Kenner Crossbow mix. We've seen a few of those in the past. This is definitely a unique approach to it, and I'm very excited to see how he tackles some of the other elements that I'm seeing moving forward. In his first video, he got the stock merged in here and had a really good discussion about how and why he chose what he did here and what his plans were. You talked about doing a flat top, but it looks like he's gone with a modulus top rail, which is an interesting choice because that is one thing. When the modulus was released, everybody hated the little half carry handle thing, and most people removed it, and there was kits you could buy that were printed or whatever to replace the top rail with a regular piece of Picatinny or whatever. But here, usually this part here is, this little row of slots here from the crossbow is pulled down a little bit more. But it's interesting where he's taking the different elements, and instead of just taking this shell as in its usual proportions and everything, and then just sticking it to a strife, he's kind of reallocating all of the design elements around a little bit to form better with the strife body. And so this little thing here that used to actually be where the plunger tube, or not the plunger tube, the actual barrel that came out on the crossbow, is now just kind of a transition line where it comes up to kind of blend into this top rail, which kind of floats above this top section here with all the little slots and things like that. And where this originally, I believe, on the crossbow was where the bow arms connected, and where modded crossbows would have held the barrel because it would have been in line with the plunger tube, is now floating above where the actual functional barrel of the strife is. So now you have kind of this top section here floating above this almost a jawline of the old foregrip that kind of go top and bottom over the barrel. So that's going to be really interesting to see how this progresses. Unless he already progressed. Okay, no, that's just a different picture. So I don't know if
He progressed a little bit. I mean, if you go down. Also, the old nerfer in me is just hears people like the 2010, 2015 nerfers screaming, "What have you done to a crossbow? Why have you made it fly with?" I love it.
but it looks
Plus,
good.
the crossbow stock is so nice. It does.
That's what I've heard. I've heard good things about the old crossbow. I have not had one yet. I would like to have one eventually, for sure, just for building in kind of an old school build. But yeah, just the way, especially even just something as silly as taking this little aspect of the grip and tying it into the strife grip, to where you have these same design elements, on the back of the stock and on the back of the grip and on the foregrip here, the little ridgy bump things. Just pulling that all together, just that little aspect, just really ties the whole thing together better. Pop up real quick here. be interesting to see how he handles this area here, if he's just going to fill it with some sheet stock or whatever. Is this going to be filled in flat? Is this going to be a greater formed section or something? But I'm really impressed with how this is looking so far. We'll go ahead and scroll down. You said there's a little bit more progress. Okay, a little stick Picatinny there. Nope, that's it. Okay. Now,
And when you said, what was the phrase you used? Filled in flat, or?
well, I wasn't paying attention, but with the stream delay, hopefully one of our people in stream can hear this and we'll throw it in.
Yeah. So you mentioned something. Will that be like a filled in flat when you?
Yeah, will this be filled in, or will it be like formed?
Oh, be filled in or flat. Okay. I'm like a filled in flat. Is that like a technique or something?
That is not a thing. That was a slur. That was a sloppy tongue. But no, this is very cool to see kind of how this is shaping up, and I'm anxious to get back and get caught up on his YouTube videos and see how that what the discussion is behind that. How he's planning. Is this just going to be epoxy sculpt, or is there another plan to kind of flow these together? Things like that. So, all right.
And it's that the handle. Is it like, how did he actually? I need to also catch up with the videos.
Yes, you do.
What is he using to attach? Like adhesive wise, or?
I'm trying to remember. This gray part here looks like a epoxy sculpt, but I don't think that's what he actually bonded it with. I think. Did he use DevCon? I'm trying to remember. I watched a couple of videos a while back, and I remember somebody used DevCon, but I can't remember if he did. I think so. I think he did. For the
Mr.
actual
Nathan DevCon.
That's right. That's a way to do it, man. Okay, so I think we hashed that out pretty good. Are you ready for cats? Cats all squared away?
Cats is ready.
Awesome. Okay, jump back here. Jump into cats.
Added all 7.
Okay. Had a bit of a discussion on the stock and everything last time, so we covered that one. Had a good discussion about that little element last time as well. Did we have the... I think we had the... I'm not sure what he used for... Is that a... like an epoxy stuff, or is that a ABS slurry? I'm not sure. I think this was covered.
Yeah, it's when we start getting the pink.
Okay, this is the new stuff.
Yeah, pink's the new stuff.
All right. Okay, so retaliator, crossbolt stock, modulus stock butt plate in there. The previous picture here is the components actually being bonded into place, and this looks like just I assume a Bondo, like a polyester body filler in here to blend everything together. A little bit of work.
If you zoom in on it, that is really smooth. 'Cause I have to scale these down for the thing. But if you you see where it says 75%, you just click that and make it bigger.
It's so big.
Yeah, if you make it's some of that smoothness on the handle, like there's
that is impressive. Blending right in here. Taking a very irregular shape from the retaliator and then into the crossbolt. Little bit of fill-in to do on a few things, but yeah, just blending those two unrelated shapes together and getting that to tie in. That's going to look real nice, I think.
it's always fascinating to me because I can 3D print. I'm not great.
Did we lose you?
The ever living crap out of it into
you dropped off there for a second.
Oh, I did?
At least on my end.
Okay. Am I back?
Yep, you're here.
Cool.
Just repeat that last line real quick.
Yeah, just how they take a piece of sandpaper and beat the living crap out of it to what they want it to look like. It's just,
Well, in here...
Willow, baby, become the shape.
Yeah, I don't remember if this is part of the modulus stock thing, this little raised ridge or not, but just I guess in my head visualizing how this panel here is going to come across, and once you get these flat I don't know. I'm just trying to imagine, what it looks like when it's all one color. Once you get away from the obvious body filler. And in chat, they just said pink epoxy sculpt, and I seem to recall last time we did mention, because I was like, pink epoxy sculpt. That's really weird. I use the gray stuff. So epoxy sculpt.
What's the difference?
In
There's
color?
obviously a difference, but what's the?
I don't know if
Is
there's.
that it?
As far as I know, I didn't know there's pink stuff. Cats, you're here in the chat. If you'd like to let us know if there's something obviously different, or are you in the same boat with the pink as I am with the gray, that it's just what you've used and you don't know anything else, feel free to enlighten us. Okay, that's the end of the line there. But yeah, no, that's going to be nice. I mean, I'm seeing a lot of just the way the panels and stuff are going to be blending together is going to be cool. I'm excited to see how this continues to shape up.
We'll just wait for that stream delay.
Nope, it says it's just pink. Okay. Hey, that works for me. It's very good. Are we ready to roll on the next one? Wizards?
Hang on, my internet just decided not to work for a second. Okay, I'm back.
Was it ringing? Okay. We'll pop down.
yeah.
I don't recall an update here.
Who's
No.
the next one?
Wizard builds.
Wizard Bill. Sorry, I
Okay.
thought you were saying me for a second.
Nope, you are not the only
no.
wizard. You're the chief wizard
there only
here,
can
but
be
you're
one. We must duel. Nah. all good.
Froststorm, I don't recall an update here. Okay, that was it there. Now we'll go ahead and pause for a minute so people can say, hey, this is another thing that's happening.
Yeah.
Okay.
There might be. Let's see. Yeah, because I'm.
Jolt King, did he do anything? I thought Jolt had an update. Maybe he just shared it in
Jolt?
the... Did he share it in the Discord? Maybe not actually emailed.
What is Jolt Blaster?
Jolt King.
Jolt King. Mike. Let me look.
Excuse me, Jolt
See,
King
there's
67, if we're being that particular.
Jolt King's. Yeah. Try not to dox anyone.
Oh,
with
there
their
again,
actual
that might have been
name.
our local guy that's building one of those as well, posted some updates a while back. And so maybe that's why I'm thinking he's building a something using that same rival edge blaster. Okay, well, we don't have anything here to talk about, so we'll continue on.
Oh, good. Yeah, I did Tusks. That I know Better Call, but yeah. So we might be jumping around a little bit, just so everyone's aware, because I'm updating these as we talk. So just like we did last time.
Yeah, that's apparently going to be a theme. Okay, it's Tusks.
It's all good.
Yes, there we go. Okay, cool. This is a Alpha Trooper and a Rough Cut in the putty stage. I believe we saw that last time. Putty stage. I believe this is a priming bar. It had a lot of scratch-built internals inside. Priming arms there. A little bit of something extra in there. I can't identify that. But something to kind of fill in that little gap on the rough cut where I believe the plunger tubes live, or... Nope, it's just a gap. Okay. Quick view on the internals. Homemade bolt sled thingy.
Oh, nice.
I don't know if... I don't think he posted or emailed any videos, but on the Discord, he's periodically posted update videos on how the thing functions, which it functions like an Alpha Trooper, but it's... The internals came out of something else. Was that a Aeon Pro, if I remember right, or something like that? Feel free to correct me in chat. But yeah, so impressive custom work to make things that are not designed to work together work together.
I haven't seen a custom bolt sled in ages.
Yeah,
that was like
that's way back.
That's old
back in
school.
Longshot's prime.
Yeah, people are just like getting old pieces of aluminum and stuff, and just like kind of beating them into submission to be like the bolt sled, and then the actual priming bar and everything.
Well, in the days before
It's a good
aluminum bolt
time.
sleds, then yeah, you'd be sistering along aluminum strips alongside to reinforce the bolt sled, or fabricating other kinds of weird stuff. Very, very desperate dark days back then, but some very creative ingenuity.
Those are great days. It was like apocalypse, right? What do I have? What do I have in this little garage area? Here's some rusty stuff, and we're gonna put it all together.
And
And I found an extra spring. I don't know what this. It could go to my garage door. I don't know. Throw it in.
yeah,
Let's
I
see
need
what
parts. Go to
happens.
Ace. Okay.
And then the Ace Hardware people just look at you like you're mad. Like, I need this, and this, and they're like, why?
What are you building? Okay, I know Tusk's posted in the Discord. I think he's got this thing in Paint or close to it. I remember seeing, but we don't apparently have not had that update here. So we will move on for the time being. Whoever he is, Dr. Dillon. I don't think I recall an update here. Okay, it doesn't look like
Let
it.
me double check. We got it. We got another new entry. So let's just let everyone know who's listening. You still got plenty of time. We've literally got a new entry that just updated today. So or just that it did today, and
Well, and we're
you
only
still have plenty of time.
yeah, we're only a third of the way through the second month, so we're still a couple weeks, a week and a half, 2 weeks from halfway, and there's already a number of them that are completed or nearing completion now. So yeah, you got plenty of time if you've considered it. Go ahead and start the project, and at the very least get started and kind of ride the wave of enthusiasm and energy.
Yeah. Because I mean, and it's always get started, get everything done, and then just keep at it. That's the true goal is, even if it's not what you want or 100% what you want to look like, just finishing the project is always amazing. It's just seeing something done from start to finish.
Dylan, okay. We do know there's updates here. Okay, so this is long shot, demolisher thing, all that kind of stuff. Which I assume this is going to be just functional or not aesthetic integration stuff. But apparently this is going to become a tube-fed shotgun, if I remember right from his email, because the tube for the hamp tube, I believe, fits the sledgefire shells.
Mm.
So we got there.
Wait, wow, I didn't.
I believe that's what it was.
So the old
some aspect of the demolisher plunger or rocket launcher thing. I can't remember if it was the hamp tube.
Yeah, no, yeah. So this is the demolisher hamp, and then
Yeah.
the sledgefire. I haven't seen that since MTB of people working with sledgefires. The old single fire sledgefire shot.
Well, and I think he, if I remember right, was building kind of like what Mr. Heathpants did years ago in building a tube-fed or magazine tube shotgun using sledfire shells. Not sure what the mechanism is going to look like here, but looks like we got what the tube's going to be here, and this is kind of the receivery guy. So this could be very interesting.
Mm.
And I rewatched the stream from last time just to kind of I was working on some projects here in the garage and was listening to the previous live stream. I realized I said interesting probably like 80 times. So I apologize to anybody if they're like, I don't know, like triggered or bothered by the word interesting, because you're probably going to hear it a lot.
That's pretty interesting that you said interesting so many
Yeah,
times.
no kidding.
I mean,
to the point where it was starting to annoy me. So I apologize in advance. I'm just like, gosh, this guy needs to get his crap together.
His lexicon consists of 7 words. What do we do?
But they're good ones. I mean,
yeah,
multiple syllables.
One might even say that they're interesting.
One might, but I won't. Well, I probably will here, or somewhere else, but not here. So, okay. So this is the last update here. It looks like that's the modulus, like long barrel, whatever they called it, to kind of give a little bit extra room here. Okay, it'll be interesting. Oh gosh,
Yeah,
ooh, that
it'll be
was close.
interesting.
Okay, we're just gonna get out of here real quick. Okay, Dr. Ice Shell. I don't recall seeing an update here. Snipe with a long strike. That's all we got here. Still not going to say it.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, fascinating. Curious, sir.
Yeah.
Curious, sir.
I'm just, yeah, instead of saying something's interesting, I'm just going to make interesting noises like, oh, well, So, okay, moving on. Scruffy Nerf order, I don't recall any update there.
I mean, he might have. I just haven't gotten to it yet. I just added our newest Gestalt because we had someone enter in Gestalt. So
Okay. Yeah, recall this, yeah, we covered this one last time, but, so if you did post an update and it did not appear here, I apologize. We'll definitely have you in by next time. But yeah,
I mean, we'll do it. I mean, we're just gonna be doing it now, and we'll just get the.
Yeah, if you come across that, let me know and we'll jump back in. Okay. But yeah, long strike, grip and stock, making room for the rear loading magazine. Cool idea. Interested? Nope. Gonna be cool when that's done. There you go.
Yeah. I mean, this is all you do is you go, "Hey Google, what are synonyms for interested?"
Yeah, you want to forward that to me? Okay, Halbrust. I recall he posted some pictures in the Discord. I don't know. Did we get the updates here? We did not. Okay, I don't know if he's not. I don't recall that email coming through or seeing it.
Which one?
This one here, Halbrust.
Albrust.
At least I recall, I think earlier today or yesterday, a demolisher with the front end of the Thunderhawk here on the front, and it was just kind of a pistol-y guy, kind of a little compact thing. It was like, oh, integrations don't always have to get bigger. They can just change shape and stay the same size or get smaller.
Smaller. Oh yeah, so I got the list for you. I got the list. So, hang on, it just disappeared. So actually, when I said that, my phone, because I have a Pixel, literally just started listing off the names. Interesting. So, synonyms for interesting: alluring, amusing, attractive, compelling,
Oh, it's compelling.
curious, delightful, engaging, exotic.
Okay, well, I'm going to print that off and like tape it to the screen here so that I can be like, well, that's really alluring.
Alluring.
Okay, Jeremy Z. Oh, I thought, did we get a? I thought we had an update from him. Maybe he's just posting in the Discord.
Jeremy Z. Also, just a little shout out to everyone. If you can, just keep replying to the original email that you sent, because
yes, your original entry, original entry email. Because yeah, we had some issues trying to get things updated, and it's like, wait, I thought there was an update here. Oh no, it's down here. Wait, but then there's this other one that sounds like the same guy. Well, it's got the same pictures. Wait, what? So yeah, just to keep things easy, just kind of always reply to the same email thread as your original intent to enter email.
It would be very much appreciated.
Yes, as a favor to us, and more particularly a favor to Alex, since he's kind of heading this thing, because I tried doing it earlier and I could not figure out how to make pictures show up in this thing, because I am technically inept.
It's just like modding, right? With enough duct tape, you just start duct taping everything together, and it's fine.
Yeah, but every time I duct tape the computer, something bad happens.
He's got to overvault the computer and add more duct tape.
That won't go well.
And it starts faster.
Okay. Oh, is this the new guy? The Teo Pelon Lunk? It doesn't sound familiar. Maybe the. Oh, this is the one that intended to enter with had some proposals and ideas, but no pictures yet. So hopefully we'll have some more.
Yeah, Teo Pelon. Yeah, tended to no pictures. And then the blue ones are the really new ones that I've just been quickly adding this stream.
Ooh, yay. Well. Okay,
yeah.
Kirby Ninja.
Teo Pelon, if you are in chat, if not, all good. We'll send you a message. Just send us a entry photo.
Okay, Halbrust said he sent update pictures. Oh well. So is he
nope,
in the?
It's all good.
Oh.
I will give me 2 seconds, and we'll do it on stream.
Okay, we
This is
will
the
jump
beauty
down
of,
to Caribou Ninja real quick, and when I get the go-ahead, we'll pop back and take a look at Halbrust. Thanks
Yeah.
for popping in and letting us know that we failed. It's been one of those days. Hey. Okay, Caribou Ninja.
Okay.
What do we got here?
Caribou Ninja.
Okay, got a Zeus and a Firefly. Okay, that's all we got there. Okay, well that'll be interesting. I mean, I would assume, since the Firefly is not a practical blaster to wield, and the fact that it has no internals, I assume that's going to be a stock. But the Zeus already has a really nice stock, so that's alluring. I'm gonna have to open up another window there.
But are you gonna change your each time as well, so you don't just
Huh.
Oh.
All right, so yeah, that'll be
Yeah.
that'll be a thing. All right,
That'll be fascinating.
fascinating. Yeah.
Fascinating.
So yeah, I
Scrumptious.
don't know about that's not a very good application of the word, but I am compelled to know what avenue they'll take as far as what aspect of this are they just going to use the thumb hole, because this doesn't have a thumb hole, but that's kind of a short thumb hole. Are they going to bring this part in and the little tidy up part so it comes back and hooks in there and fills in this gap? I don't know. Okay. Well, we had 22 viewers a minute ago, and now we have 17. So apparently people don't like noises. They're like,
No,
no,
they like interesting.
that
it's
is
just-
interesting, indeed. All right. So yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, what's that? What's a Halbrust situation looking like?
If you go to it, you'll see pictures magically started appearing.
Cool. I'll just walk really slow through them.
The first.
Oh,
one.
I apparently need to update that. Updating, hopefully.
Yeah, you'll just have
refresh.
to refresh it a few times. The wonders of technology.
Probably. Well, what the heck? I'm not seeing any more pictures. What crap are you trying to pull
Halbers?
here?
It's there.
Did you put them somewhere else? Are they down here at the bottom somewhere?
Have you checked your pockets? Why aren't they showing up? You hit the refresh.
No. The wallet keys. No, I don't. No. Do I need to?
Halbers, right?
That's correct. Did you give them to somebody else? Did you improperly allocate that information?
Yeah. It's there. I've seen it online. Just try.
Hey,
yeah,
whoa!
try
Gosh! Wow! There it is. Look at that.
magic.
It's almost wizardly. Okay, so
Almost.
Demolisher, the nose cut off. Back of the thunder. Okay, well we got one. I know
There's still more. There's still more. So it's just gonna keep updating live.
Okay,
Doing
well,
this live.
Well, there's
Oh,
the-
this looks nice. That no one else could see. But I'm looking at the photos and they look. This actually is really cool.
well, I recall
I'm
it being really
impressed.
cool when I saw it in the Discord earlier. So we're just gonna refresh this again and see if anything improves.
It's so cool. It can't handle being shared to the public.
Maybe you should stream next time, and then I'll just sit over here and go,
I really just want to make a soundboard of you going,
Okay, well now we lost the picture we did have. Tell you what, I'm gonna pop out. Halbrust, hang on. We're gonna pop down. We're gonna look at what was the next one?
back to Halbers.
Daddy Man. And we're gonna
And then
take a
we'll
look
be
at.
back to Halbers in a second.
Yep. Don't worry. We're not going too far. Okay, so we got Thunder. No, what the heck? Alphahawk. Raptor Strike is this one, and a Jurassic World thing. That's the Adventure Force, or was that Dart Zone? It was Adventure Force, right? Doesn't matter. It's prime time
stream
toys.
delay. Stream delay. There we go. I've seen it now.
Perfect.
Yeah, the
Okay.
Yeah, the
With
Alpha Strike.
the appears to be a Raider front end, so I assume I'm just going to take a stab at it and say that that stock and everything's going to go on this thing that doesn't have a stock, and then the Raider part's going to be kind of a barrel shroud kind of thing. I'm thinking, but I would be pleasantly surprised if that was not
Do
the
you
case.
think the Jurassic Park is going to be the main body that they're going to build around, or?
Well, I'd hope so, or at the very least internal, since the thing is pro level, if I remember right. One of our locals has one that's hopped up a little bit.
Oh,
So I don't know if it's just going to be a cut the stock off, stick it on, or if it's going to be a gut the thing and slide this dude inside and utilize more of the shell. I'm not sure. That'll be to know.
interesting. Yeah,
Yes.
very interesting.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's
Do you
that?
think they'll?
What's the
Do you think
Halber
they'll
situation?
actually keep the Jurassic Park thing? I'm already on the next person. I'm updated, so Halber should be fully updated now.
Okay, well, Halbert, let's take a look at this thing. Hey, look, that's a picture we had a
Okay.
minute ago. Hey, there's more. All right, we are back in action, basically.
Yeah.
So Thunderhawk
So
knows.
when
It's
I'm
under-
updating pictures, instead of hitting back on your browser, go to the little tabs next to the MergeMaster entries, and actually select it. Because you're keeping an old copy in your cache.
Okay, you say that like that's a thing that I know what you're talking about. Next to the
Yeah.
entries, like down here at the bottom.
It's all before when we move to the next person. I'll explain what to do.
Oh,
Let's
good.
go over Halbers for now.
Oh,
Yeah.
good. I feel better. Anyway, we got a Thunderhawk here on the nose. Looks like he's just using the inside of the demolisher. Is he not using the outside, or is it just for the sake of cutting and fitting and eyeballing stuff? But I do like that. Oh, no, there it is. I do like what that does to the overall kind of profile of things. I'm just flying through these pictures real quick. Again. Okay. Yeah, I'm digging that kind of a blocky, snub-nosed kind of thing. I don't think it's a whole lot shorter than the Demolisher normally, if I'm using my imagination. But having a little back cut thing here is kind of cool. And just keeping it a pistol. I don't know if he's going to add a stock or something, like an attachment or whatever. But I always like small,
Yeah.
like mini-grations, I've called them, where it's, usually integration stuff tends to be big because you're always adding a whole lot more. But the clever addition of things while keeping things compact is always extra.
Yeah.
Extra.
Extra.
It's always extra.
Yeah. No, it's awesome. Like there's two
Fascinating.
like integration blaster designs I like is something really small and compact that when you actually look at it, go, that's like 30 different blasters in there, or just the giant, it weighs as much as a person blasters.
Well,
Those are the two designs I really like, and then I love how we're seeing more of these just super compact like pistol-esque things, and we have a few of the giant, just like you could crush someone with that.
Well, yeah, stuff like Exiled used to build, just things that are the size of a Volkswagen, but just
Yeah.
full of all kinds of cool stuff. But yeah, taking the same idea but condensing it down and just using the cleverly efficient use of space is always kind of an extra.
Efficient.
Sure.
Yeah. No, it's
It's
good. And
interesting.
It's interesting. It's fascinating. It's delightful. You're relearning about editing, hearing your own voice again through editing of what your actual lexicon says.
Yeah, I mean, I always used to apologize to people that were like, "What? You have videos? I want to watch your videos." And I'm like, "Oh gosh, I'm sorry." But it's been a while since I watched my videos. I hate to go back and listen to what I sound like. That I don't miss editing videos. So, all right.
You
Well,
sound great. You sound great. You're one of the best voices in the hobby.
Sure, as long as you don't actually listen to the words that are being said.
Look, words aren't important. It's 2024. No one needs words.
Just pictures, apparently. Right?
Exactly.
Okay. So, thank you for getting these updated. Halbrest, thank you for letting us know that you did, in fact, get these posted to us. So,
And if anyone's listening in chat right now and they're like, oh, I forgot to post photos, and you have them, send them in the email and just mention something in chat. and we'll just do it live.
Yeah, and we will do our best, because really, that's all you can do.
Yeah.
Okay,
Best we can.
so if I wanted to go back in a way that doesn't screw things up,
Oh no, it's not that you screwed up. It's that now
but
what
I
you're
mean,
doing is you're going to refresh it each time.
okay,
Okay, so you see in the bottom where it says everyone's name,
yeah,
and then you see the little lines
oh, yeah, just these
next
guys
to
over
that.
here,
Yep. So click that.
all sheets.
Yep, and then just go scroll to MergeMasters. The other thing you can do is you could scroll to the top of any sheet, and then the top right corner, I made a nice little fancy back to the main page button.
Well, that's neat. Well, look at you. Okay,
Yeah.
well, now we're back on track. Apologize to everybody in chat who's like, what the heck are these idiots doing? What has this become?
Well, I don't know.
We're doing our best.
You can't predict what we're doing because we don't know what we're doing.
Well, I know we keep losing viewers, so we're apparently
fine.
doing something.
Don't look at the numbers. Also, the YouTube statistics fluctuate. So if someone alt tabs, you lose the viewer. Sometimes
Ah,
it backs in, you get double.
well,
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's all good. We're here
that's
with
fine.
people. The
If
people
there's
cool.
if there's
They're
one poor
watching
sap
us.
sitting here and they're asleep,
No,
we'll still be talking to them.
The one great person. Nah. People are awesome. They love the hums. They love the interesting.
Apparently, someone does.
Yeah.
All right, that's fine, because there's probably gonna be a lot of those. And if you really like interesting, if you're like, boy, the way he says interesting is just really nice,
Yeah.
then
We'll
you're
put
probably
it-
gonna
we'll-
get some of those too.
Yeah, we'll put it on a shirt. Look good.
Huh, interesting. Yeah, boy, that's I'll put that on a mug. Anyway, Prime 8. That's a new one.
Oh
Prom-
yeah. One of the new entries.
So I kind of like the idea here. All using this. Did they give this a funny name? This was like the elite, but it's all the kind of tiger stripey, textured, but all one color. I don't remember if they had a name for all that.
Possibly. Oh,
But-
so this is Mystic One apparently.
What?
So I will. Marcus is saying Mystic One on Discord, Board of Adult Hobbies on Instagram. I'm assuming that's who Prime 8 is?
No, that I'm seeing the name, but I'm drawing a blank. Mystic One, he's Mystic One on the Discord. But I.
No, Marcus is Mystic One on Discord.
No, what you're looking at here in chat, Mystic One on Discord, Board Adult Hobbies on Insta. I think he
Something.
was one that did not get his appropriate name in the in the listing
spreadsheet?
here. Yes,
Okay.
on the spreadsheet. So we can.
Okay, which
Oh, I believe
what
that
did I
was
call
was that Daddy Man? Possibly. We will get that sorted out.
yeah, we'll sort out Daddy Man.
Anyway, jump back over here. Prime 8. But using an Infinus and a Titan and the Shell Strike, is that what it was? The little fat shell launching thing. But his goal is to, I believe, put the spinny barrel on the end of the Infinus, and then put the shell firing thing in there, but try to integrate it in such a way that you don't have to repaint. You can kind of keep the existing elite color scheme and everything, which is always
That'd be
cool. I know.
Yeah.
I remember years ago, I believe it was Gavin Fuzzy, took a Fire Strike and put a Crossfire bow, Smart AR on the front. Had to do some hacking, but he ended up, if I remember right, that was the one where he used an ABS slurry using the same colored shell to do some bonding and touch-up work there to where it didn't need to be painted. He just, used the same colored plastic to fill and everything. And I thought, wow, that's brilliant. That's weird science I don't understand. So yeah, if they're
Also
going for the same...
makes your life easier too.
Well, yeah, gosh, yeah. Usually, as soon as you attach some kind of glue, now you have a glue seam. Now you got to paint the whole darn thing. But if your glue matches the body color, gosh, then you just got to be careful when you're sanding and then polish everything out, and you're good to go. So I hope that works out for him. As far as he did show some pictures on the Discord of the top view, and even though the Infinus seems like it wouldn't be as wide as the um, Titan barrel, it apparently is pretty darn close. So,
Oh,
yeah, it'll be
that's cool.
interesting to see
Yeah.
how that shapes up. So
Many shapes.
I'll just scroll up here and I'll click on this. That way it keeps the spreadsheet thing all updated.
It basically it refreshes it each time, so it no longer is in your cache.
Oh, that is fresh. That is nice. Yeah, that's fresh. All right. Okay. Got an email sent from Marcus. Is that Marcus? Is that how that's spelled or pronounced? It said got an email sent, so we'll get an update on that hopefully, so we can get that addressed.
Mystic 1.
But we are ready to roll into the intermediate class. I believe here we had a few good updates, as I recall. I don't think we got one here. Yes. We got a handful of updates on this. Okay, I think we saw that one. So the grip thing. I believe we were down to about this point last time. Now we'll back out a little bit, get a little breathing room. And get a little bit more. This thing is about the size of a school bus, so...
Hey, those are awesome, you know?
No.
Yeah, you could zoom out a little bit. And then...
No, we're zoomed out. That's all the zooming we get.
All right,
But that's
so
fine, that's all we need.
Marcus is Mystic 1. Marcus, do you want to be Mystic 1? Do you want to be Bored Adult Hobbies? What is your name? What is your quest? And what is the airspeed velocity of an unladen swallow?
Pronounced like Marquise. Okay, good.
Marquise, okay.
Okay, at first glance it was like Marquis, and because the text on the chat is really small for me, but I didn't want to say Marquis, but it's Marquise because the S is not silent. Okay, very good. Apologize about mispronunciations. I am terrible, I will admit, about, I guess, non-American, normal, like, to myself, native words and stuff. It's like, sometimes it's like, okay, I don't know if that's, you know, there's no weird things hanging out above the letters, so I don't know if it's supposed to change the shape of the sound or whatever, so I just apologize a lot when I have to pronounce things.
It's a thing.
But
Mystic 1 it is. Marquise will be Mystic 1.
okay, back to this guy here. Got the Raptor Strike, Hyperfire. I think we saw that last time. And I believe we determined this. Is this going to be just Slamfire only, since the grip is missing and it's moving back here, but this is still appears to be a functional blaster.
Is it a master key? Possibly?
Yeah, that's what I'm assuming without any actual data on that. I'm just speculating. Okay, I think do I need to refresh? I think he got, maybe he didn't email, but I know in the Discord he's been posting updates on this one.
Well, it's also possible I haven't what's the word?
Updated.
Gotten to that image yet.
Yeah, no, that is statistically likely.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we will move on to something else for a minute, and then we'll come back. If you come across that name and say, hey, I updated that, then we will update that. So hopefully we'll come back.
I mean, I'm currently updating Mystic Ones, but if you want to look at it at the fly, you can. You want to go back because he is basic entry.
Sorry, who was that? I was just reading something.
It's the brand new entry, Mystic Ones. I just posted his start entry picture, and now I'm posting his progress pictures right now. So
okay. Well, it's apparently not live because I can't click on it yet. But the 360i says there are updated pictures in the email. So
360i. Hey, I see them, and they will be the next ones I update in just a minute. So I put the rest of Mystic ones in the spreadsheet. Spreadsheet Simulator 2024. Hang on, I gotta recrop this. I'm assuming this guy doesn't want himself in the picture.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm going to move on to the next one for a little bit, and we will come back and
Yep.
smooth things out in a little bit.
I've done, if you want to just hop around, I've done Vials. And I've done Grim Reapers.
Well, then I'm going to have to, like, keep track of where we've been and all that kind of junk, so we will just kind of go over the
Okay.
top. We'll do a lot more apologizing, because that is the theme for the day.
That's fine. Everything's live. You're not a true live streamer unless you have scuff.
Sure. All right. Moving on to this guy. I believe we saw those. I think we got to the cutoff point last time. But I do like. This is the. Is this the Buzzsaw or the Saw something? The old ballistic ball launcher. I've got one, and I've always wanted to use it because it's got some cool lines. But I'm liking what's going on here. Very reminiscent of the Kayakasaurus build from a number of years ago that made me want to build one of those. But I kind of like the direction he's going with here. I've been watching the updates as they've come in. But, you know, kind of covering up for the Strife's deficiencies in especially this side of the blaster, using the Ultra... this wasn't the 4 or 5? The big Ultra pistol-y guy, using the top slide section for kind of a stock body filler thing back through here. I like. Let's picture that. And more of that. Zoom out a tiny bit. Okay, cut out where the motors are. And there we are. Okay, I don't think we'd gotten to this point yet, but the addition of, yeah, I think it was that the 5? Whatever it was. The Ultra Blaster has kind of this cool, it's got an internal magazine that looks really cool, and he used that for kind of a magwell cover of sorts, kind of give it a bit of a swoopy angle here, some cool little slotty things that angle back like that. I kind of like how that kind of continues that downward angle there. I don't know if this area will be filled or if this will be kind of a, you know...
And it's just impressive of how it just... It looks like it's one blaster already. Like, I know there's 3 different blasters, but it looks like that was always meant to be there. You know?
Well, yeah,
I don't know if it's just because...
It's a good combination of shells. I mean, obviously, you know, we got a little trimming to do around the trigger and stuff, but like if you stand back a ways and give it a look, it's a very natural shape. It's like, oh no, it feels like the development as the rest of this fills in will be very natural.
Yeah, it's just so smooth.
Okay, Gale
So
Wolfx
smooth.
says that that is the Buzzsaw. Kayakasaurus was the inspiration for the use. Yes, I've got one sitting in the pile, and I want to build one eventually, but this has definitely given me ideas as well. And I liked this when he posted this little update here using the charger shell. It was like, oh, well, that's kind of a game changer. It uses the same very flat but very straight lines that we had here that kind of naturally pulled for whatever reason. I don't know if it's just playing off this straight line here, but just something about, even though this is kind of curvaceous and this is very straight, it kind of feels like it works, but then using the same idea, I guess, to use that same straight all the way back here and a nice little curvy thumbhole thing. I'm really hoping he's able to tie this little bit in here, and then I don't know if we'll be able to use the ultra shell here to kind of fill in this panel and tie this to that. I'm kind of hoping so, but I just really like how this silhouette's coming out.
Yeah. No, it looks phenomenal already, and it's just... Do you have? I mean, you're in chat. Do you have a color scheme you're thinking of for final paint or something? I'm just curious, like, how are you gonna? What's the blending idea for it?
Okay, now
You already have lots of like blues and whites. You gonna kind of stick with that and just blend that together, or do you gonna go something different?
It is kind of interesting how as you're building, the shell on stuff, you develop a bit of a bias based on the
Hmm.
shells you're using. I know, like with the Warthog, my big mega, what was it originally called, um, Mastodon build. It's got a Thunderhawk nose on it, and then some side panels using a Centurion, so it's already pretty much in the mega color scheme. And so it's like I can't imagine it not being red, just because the whole time I've built it, it's been predominantly red. And so I think to paint it anything else it'd be a difficult leap for me to make, just because I'm already biased towards it being an existing color. So here, like you said, you've already got a whole lot of white going on and some blues. Is that going to influence the final color scheme?
Hmm. Wait for stream delay. Yeah. But blue and silver, very nice.
Yeah, blue and silver and gold. Yep. Nope. That sounds good to me.
Yeah. It's just looks still just so impressive just how things are just like no that's clearly just one blaster that you put it. No, that's actually like 3 or 4. Don't worry about it.
Which is kind of funny. When I first started doing integration stuff, then I had the was it the Marauder, the Rapid Strike Raven, and I had the I think the Hellhound was done in its kind of first iteration before I went crazy with it and finished it, but it was functional. And then I had another one. I think it was was that the Warlock? But I had a number of blasters that I was using, and we had some friends come over, and we had a big Nerf war in the backyard, and my wife's like, hey, look at this cool thing he built, and they're like, that's cool, whatever. And I was like, well, no, I built that. They're like, okay, whatever. I'm like, no, this is, and I brought out blasters of what the thing was built out of, and it's like, no, this is one of these, this is one of these, this is one of these, and they're all crammed together, and then they're like, oh, whoa, and then everything's different, and so, yeah, it's funny when, like you're saying, with this combination of parts here, once you put paint on that, it's going to be like, oh no, that's just how it's supposed to be, which makes it difficult for people who don't know what all is actually involved. There's like, oh no, that's a nice custom paint job you put on that, and you're like, oh no, you don't understand. That's nothing about this is the way it's supposed to be, and this is different, and that's different, and then, but to people who cannot fathom the process, it kind of loses some of the effect.
Yeah.
But no, I'm excited to see how this one shapes up, just with the way things are looking so far.
Oh yeah. No, it's phenomenal. I'm so excited to see all these blasters get done, and
oh yeah, I'm super excited
greatness.
for the the end of April, doing all the voting and stuff, just to see all these things, all the spreadsheets, and the final voting once we can figure out how the voting thing's going to work. Just to see all the finished products all back to back in one spot.
I mean, we're just doing
cool.
trial by combat, right? Everyone goes to the Grand Canyon and dukes it out. Last one standing wins.
Did you get the venue picked out and reserved yet, though?
No. We're just gonna
show up. Okay, I think we lost you for a minute.
Yeah, my internet's been cutting in and out, so if you don't hear me, then it's all good. But yeah, no, we're just gonna use a giant catapult. Wherever they land, that's the venue.
Wait, catapult or trebuchet? I mean, if we're going to like a national landmark, then we might as well show up with style. So I'm thinking trebuchet. Anyway, I think we're getting off topic.
Just have a car as the weight. He's one of your old Studebangers, right?
No, you want to get something heavy.
Enough.
I have so much rust; those things don't weigh nearly as much as they should.
It's fine. At least to throw a person or 3.
Okay, so no updates on this one yet, but I'm still very
which
intrigued. We are in
this
is Hornetico, and I
Horneto?
don't recall seeing an email coming through for him.
Okay, I was gonna say Mr. Peep. I do, and I'm doing that one right now.
Okay, I think he's next on the list, so I'll just move really slow again. But there again, an interesting combination of things here. That's dang it, I did it again. Look at all them there blasters. There's a whole lots of them.
I do have a vocal AI that I've been messing with that can pick up words. and it could actually just do an on-screen tally of every time you say interesting. It's not you have to be trained to your voice, but just have it watch a bunch of your old videos.
And then we have like a voting pool of people to determine how many times it's going to be. And
Yeah, it's a little small contest within MergeMasters of how many times do you say interesting through the live streams.
it's for the people who aren't actually participating in the competition can still play along with the competition. Sure. Anyway, we're going to back out of here, and yes, I'm hoping that that they're able to proceed with this project because I'm really curious to see what the plan is with all this combination of parts.
Yeah, and someone just said thank you for knowing the difference between a catapult and a trebuchet. Of course, we're not heathens here.
Okay, are you ready to rock and roll with Mr. Peep?
He has a lot of you could start and refresh, or
Oh,
you give
yes.
me
Yes. Okay, we saw that one. I don't think we got to this one last time. Okay, yes, because I believe I was hung up just looking at this and going, whoa,
yeah.
whoa.
I have 4 more, so give me like say like interesting like 6 more times, and then we'll be.
No, I think I got a little bit to talk about because I'm pretty excited about this one too. I think I gushed about the overall shape last time, the handguard implementation, tying it into the thumbhole thing, pulling the Demolisher hamp grip back in here, the kind of the traditional wedge nose on the Centurion part of things, but having the kind of the minimized, more or less, the rail delete on the barrel to kind of pull the lines forward. Also the Dart Zone scope being integrated in too, but there's more to that than just that, which we'll hopefully see right here. Yes, ammo counter stacked in front of the optic, which is super cool. And these side panels from, I believe, some thrift store shotgun kid toy thing, just kind of bolster the sides a little bit, add some more detail, break up the lines a little bit.
Oh yeah, more is always better than less, Peep. It's just unfortunately us doing it on the fly, which it shouldn't happen again. I say that we're probably gonna do it on the fly for the next one, but it's fine.
It's tradition
part of
at
the
this
thing.
point.
Exactly. Who are we to break tradition? Yeah, damn, that is pretty.
Yeah, and it's always cool because like at first glance it's like if someone says, "Oh, I'm gonna make a Centurion integration over, say, a Strife." I mean, obviously this is I believe. Wait, what was the original one? Yeah, is it a Demolisher or is it Hyperfire inside? No, Hyperfire is just the hand grip.
He has Hyperfire, Recon Modulus.
Yeah, looks like it's
Demolisher.
For the body. But as far as it's like, well, it's a flywheel minimized Centurion. It's kind of the typical Stricturion, but it's got so many things that are not the typical Stricturion. I mean, even just the little bit of using the handguard in there that kind of ties in is fresh. The way that the grip is introduced is fresh. Adding the extra barrel is a fresh idea, given rails on or the optic integrated on top is fresh. And so you take an existing idea that technically has been done a lot, but always looks good, but to have kind of a fresh angle makes it just that much more special. Another shot of how the ammo counters.
I love the handguard of like the modulus, the Recon Moduluses. I'm so sad the Recon Modulus, the front ends are so tapered, because for like our Flywheel of the World stuff, you can't, like, we have to build a custom cage to fit into it. And I just love that handle so much. So I'm so glad to actually see just like that guard of the handle being used.
This guy here?
Stream delay. But the guard, the thing that goes in front of the hand.
That's off the Hyperfire.
Wait, it really? Hang on.
Yeah, he's got the Recon Mark II, but I think he used parts of the Magwell.
So my mind's just you're right. You're 100. Holy crap! Because I'm just like no, it's the guard, because I see the Recon Mark II in the starting picture. So I'm like no, that's just a handguard for the Recon Mark II. It's not. Because now I'm looking at it, I actually could see the epoxy that connects it. I thought that was already one piece.
Although you're not wrong, that would look good too. and I'm getting ideas as well.
No, no,
But
what they've done, it looks
no,
that looks
that's going to be real good. It's going to be nice to see once that's all tied up and all in one color and ready to go. That's gonna be cool. And I'm sure I'm
yeah.
making
Make sure
all the
you got
viewers
all the
sick scrolling back and forth
pictures.
so fast.
No, all good, all good.
But yeah,
Yeah,
I
the
like
very
this.
last picture should be a side profile laying on the cardboard. So
Yeah, I think that's.
okay,
Oh, you're almost
okay.
there. But yeah, just adding that little whatever it is shotgun thing across the side just kind of it makes the profile less recognizable because usually the strife or the centurion always has that big slot across the side, and here where you're covering up that whole slot or the majority of it, it kind of tricks your brain into being like, oh, that's really cool, but I don't recognize that for a second, and it kind of at least gives you a bit of a pause. And here, there again, you've kind of interrupted the typical silhouette, the recognizable silhouette of what a regular Striturian kind of build is, or I guess what you'd call a minimized Centurion build, where you add the handguard, you add the little spine full of cool additions on top, you had the little dip at the foregrip and everything, and it makes it feel very fresh.
Hmm.
Oh, and this, adding, I'm seeing a whole lot of Maverick slides introduced recently, and it's just the side plate that the Maverick slide, the silver bit. It adds kind of a couple nice lines. It's good for just a detail panel, but here you have a nice beveled front end on it with a little cutback. That's cool. You have a body line across the bottom with a bit of a reveal underneath, kind of a round over on the top. But then you get these cool little louvery slot things, and that's
Hmm.
it doesn't do a whole lot except for here it covers up the rest of the slot from the priming slide thing, but it just adds a bit of detail and some little greebly type things, and it's just enough to kind of disguise and just give it just keep it looking and feeling fresh, and that's really cool.
Yeah. And I mean, really, if you're in any type of Nerf group, you just talk with someone who's been in the hobby for 10 years and they'll give you a Maverick. Here you go. It's just sitting at the bottom of my parts drawer. I'm not doing anything with it.
Yeah, I think pretty much anybody who's ever modded has 6 or 8 somewhere.
Yeah. I mean, unless they got in recently, because if you want to feel old. The Maverick, if I remember correctly, Maverick Nerf release date. Nerf Magic. It came out in 2005.
Don't try to make me cry. Gosh, my back hurts all of a sudden.
Yeah, I know. I just had to pop my back when I read that. It's like, oh.
Okay, well, moving on. Also, looked like you used some styrene or other foreign plastic to just add some little greebly things, just little details to kind of break up some of the flats paneling and stuff. Looks like a panel there to cover the little, was it the in-strike or whatever it is, the little shield crest thing on the side. Cool. Further blending and stuff to cover up seams around the optic. Very nice, very nice. Showing the in the Discord, he did ask a while back when he found these little side panels. He says, "Hey, will I have any problem trying to implement these or attach them to the main shell?" And not knowing the kind of plastic, sometimes those little cheap gun toys are
a nightmare.
Yeah, or they're made some kind of weird, cheap, incompatible plastic or something. And I said, oh, you know what you could do? Because there was a lot of details on the side here of the shell that had kind of a fake-looking nuts or something like that, or hardware. And I said, yeah, just utilize those details there and just make them actual hardware fasteners to attach it as a separate piece to the shell. And that's what he did here with these little, looks like white nylon bits. And these are just the inserts that are bonded to the inside of the shell to facilitate that attachment.
That's cool.
So yeah, very very cool, very fresh take on the whole thing again. There again, that's the other side of the Maverick slide, and that guy. And oh, yeah, there we go. Is that the final picture so far? Yep. Yeah, no, that's gonna be good. That's gonna be good. I'm excited to see how this all shakes out.
For the screen the stream to catch up to make sure it is actually the final picture.
It does match the description you gave. It's a side-on
Full
silhouette
side
shot.
profile
Yep.
laying down on the
Mhm.
cardboard.
Yep.
Yeah, with the laptop. Cool. Awesome. Okay. Now, do we skip I-36 or
Let
might
me
have?
scroll to the top here.
Because I know we did Hornetta, and I just updated I-36. I-36 is now Gestalt.
Oh,
He
360i.
wanted to be 360i. Yeah.
Okay, well, I will
Alright.
just refresh.
The American driver in me is going, no, that's Interstate 360. It's fine.
He's still showing up in intermediate on my end.
Yes. So
But
I would just say go to it, and then because I just updated the pictures, and then I'll move him after the stream. But
Oh,
he
gotcha.
is technically distilled.
Distilled?
Wow, I can't talk. Yeah, distilled.
Okay. Well, joke's on you. I'm not seeing any pictures here now.
Really?
Did you do a bad thing? Tell you what, I'm going to go back, and we're just going to stay on track. I'll let you see if you can mop that up a little bit. Then it's Mr. Peep.
I'm
Taran,
just
yes,
gonna
we had
leave
some...
it, and maybe it'll update.
Well, we'll go to the next one, and we'll revisit in a moment.
Alright.
So, why do I know? There's no pictures anywhere anymore. Well, this is embarrassing. Oh, there we are. Okay, maybe it just took a minute to update. Okay.
Yeah.
My computer's just like, slow down, man. Okay. So.
I think I've done them all. I think I fully updated everything.
Yay!
Except now it's all broken.
Well, let's hope it's not. We ain't giving up hope yet.
It's fine. It's fine on my end. It's just taking you. Yeah, there we go. It's taking a while for them to load in.
Okay.
So
well, we're here looking at pictures. So we're going to keep with Terran Styranius right now. This is the mysterious sword build. Hilt made out of way too many pieces that don't look like blaster pieces anymore. I think we
just
had
enough pieces.
I don't know if we talked about the blade yet, but the blade is acrylic or a plexiglass, some kind of Lexan, whatever it is. And this is not intended to be a war-worthy build. This is kind of a functional cosplay or
Prop.
some kind of function, prop piece. So yes, if anybody's like, well, you can't use that in Nerf War, then that is absolutely correct.
I'd allow it.
Yes, you would. That's the thing with the hilt, and are we waiting for pictures to update? Or did he? Okay. Well,
he hasn't submitted. Anymore.
Okay, I know he's been posting a lot of pictures on the Discord, but maybe he had not actually posted or emailed us yet. Well, we'll still look at this and say, that doesn't look like it's made out of blaster parts. Still very impressive.
So cool.
But he has been updating, for those viewers not in the Discord, he has been updating on all the other pieces here used to make a... And this is where we can debate on what it's called. It's not a holster, it's a sheath or a scabbard or whatever the sword name is for the thing that the sword lives in when it's not being used on people. But it fires darts. It's got, I believe it's based off of the Generoso blaster here, and then he uses a million other little parts here and there to create kind of a grip and trigger area. It's really, really interesting. I'm hoping that he's able to get some updates for us for the next live stream. In fact, he's even talked, he asked me the other day about a second entry, and yes, second entries are allowed as long as it's not into the same class, but he's doing a different sword-ish angle thing, so he may or may not be making a second entry into another class that's also totally off the wall and sounds very intriguing.
Wow.
Intriguing.
There you go. Hey,
see,
look at that.
And I just rolled off the tongue. Yeah. So no other updates here, but still very interesting and promising stuff in the future. So we'll scroll to the top. Bing, bing, bing. And we'll pop over to CCI, see if anything changed over here.
Should just see. I let it update. I also put the Discord in the chat. If you're not in the Discord, I highly suggest it. And that's where you're seeing a lot of people just posting random a bunch of updates. The more that we're kind of seeing updates, the more it looks like everyone, like people are posting all their updates on Discord, and then like structured updates to us is kind of what it's looking like. And so if
Yes.
you just want to see and talk to people, ask questions, if you don't know how to do something, there's probably someone in that Discord that knows how to do it.
Yeah, and
So
it's not just like people showing off stuff. There is a show off. I guess that's the showcase or whatever. There's a showcase and then a work in progress channel. But the general is good for if you just have questions about the process or ideas or kicking around ideas or just doing whatever. It's pretty casual for the most part. And it is open. It's not just for the competition. It exists outside of the competition. They just happen to have the same name, and I know I said last time that I was going to make a video explaining how that all works, but I didn't, but I still plan to, so we'll go from there. But we got new pictures here. So,
new pictures.
Hey, Stampede showed up. What? And that guy... So yes, we got a little Stampede bit there, and another one shows up later, I believe. But now we're really getting some shape to this thing. So it is, the size of not like a full-length bus, but kind of like one of those kind of shorter, small, like rural school district buses, That's still really big, but, not super huge. Still impressive. That's a lot of plastic there.
A lot of plastic.
Stampede rail in the middle to kind of tie that in. And was this off of a Vulcan? No. What was it? I can't remember. He mentioned it in the Discord of what piece was used here to kind of fill in and break up that gap. But overall, pretty good use of materials overall.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, looks like we got a magazine. So yeah, I assume this is Slamfire, which didn't know the Pathfire was Slamfire capable. So that's cool.
Yeah, this looks like a dual functioning master key setup, and it's like, oh,
yeah, you don't see those anymore.
Love me some master. Yeah. Love me some master keys.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, very good, very good.
Double breach.
Double breach.
Apparently.
That's what it was, is the door thing off the double breach. There we are. Yeah, I should know that because I'm looking at one right now. And yeah, sure enough, there it is. Okay.
Nice. You also look at that final picture. There's a plate to a faceplate to an electric guitar.
Yeah, I was looking at that and I'm like, is that a guitar thing? What's going on there?
Yeah,
I assume that's not part of the blaster, so that's...
Or is it? Like, he might be going like full Doof Warrior from Mad Max, with like the flamethrower guitar, but it's a dart blasting guitar.
See, maybe the next MergeMasters competition will involve using non-blaster things in blaster situations. Or turning blasters into things that aren't blasters anymore. So who knows what it's going to be? Don't start your builds yet. But we'll be shaking things up. I do want to change the parameters and the rules and stuff a little bit each time, just to keep it fresh. I will make an observation real quick. I don't know if this is just the way it's sitting or what, but there's a bit of a gap here between the grip and the main body here, and it's like, oh, well, maybe it's just because it's sitting there. But in my head, it's like, oh, is that because where you have a kick up at the heel here, then it bridges across, then it drops down. It creates kind of a cool little continuing line, so it kind of comes down, kicks up, then drops back down. I'm kind of liking that, and then also feels that because I believe this is stretched to give a little bit more room. I think it's longer than the gap usually is between the stock portion and the grip portion. Maybe this is just laying on the ground and it's not attached, and that's just where it landed. But in my head, that's still a clever idea. If that is the case.
Yeah.
But just bridging that line more naturally and giving that little kick up. But thank you for getting those updated so we could talk about this, because I do remember when these came through the Discord. So I'm glad we're able to get those in so we could talk about them live.
Yeah, no, it's the same. And once again, we're getting like that same thing of just like, yeah, you could see all the different blasters, but if you were to like grayscale it so there's no color difference, it's like no. That's like maybe 2 blasters, 3 blasters merged together.
Well, and you can tell there's more going on, but it's everything ties together quite naturally overall.
Yeah, smooth.
Okay.
Goes down smooth.
Ginger Snap, we're down. Yeah, we talked to Tran. Ginger Snap.
Yeah. So
Oh,
Ginger Snap
jeez.
has something that I want to see if we can add to it. Ginger Snap has a lot of updates.
Yes, and this was definitely one that had at least one video that I'm aware
It
of.
does. And I put the link to the video below the photos, so try to see if it works.
Okay, we will find out live in front of
You'll
allegedly
have to,
16 people.
click it and you have to click it and actually do and checking for an update. And so Mystic Ones, believe you were Mystic Ones was, hang on, he was intermediate. All right.
Yes, because he threw
really quick.
throwing the stampede and stuff in there. I think that bumped him up. You can update that if you like right now or whatever.
Yep.
Okay, I think we saw these ones last time, or no? Did we just see the? Yeah, I think we got these ones last time because I remember talking about the slidey stock thing, which seems to have changed. So I think this is where the new stuff starts. This is just bonkers. There's not a whole lot to say, only because there's not words for what's going on. So if there's just a whole lot of staring and white noise, then don't take that as an insult. It's just sometimes you just have to let stuff kind of wash over you, and then you sort it out later.
Yeah. I love the reverse script.
Yeah, and
that
that's not Titan, is it? I'm trying to think of what other blasters and stuff that are set up like that, but I do like how it's perched on top of a Falcon Fire top slide, which is just enough to kind of give it a platform to sit on that has some kind of cool lines, little louvery slot things, a little jut forward overhang, whatnot. I can't identify that a little bit. It looks familiar, but I can't pick it out. But yeah, instead of going with the kind of slim grip like what we had here before, it kind of bulks that up, gives it a little bit more girth, and just kind of, I don't know, it feels a lot more natural for what the intent of the blaster is. But I'm really digging how just the angle and how things are tying together there.
Yeah.
Now we get a little side grippy. Looks like that's just PVC tied in there. Maybe I'll have a picture. There we are. Steadicam arm pintle mount, which I believe that's part of the video thing. We will get to that in just a second. Closer look. This is, I think that's
he's going full aliens with this, which is just
yeah, it's getting pretty crazy. Yeah, things are really coming loose here. Okay, gotta jump back real quick. Okay, added addition of a little recon thing here just to fill in that gap where the old tripod mount is. That looks really good. I like that. And then I can identify that on top that kind of fills in that. And okay, I'm just appreciating the gap filling, which is a huge thing on blaster shells.
yeah.
Because like here, I'm looking at the top little mini rail thing. This doesn't look bad. It's just this looks a whole lot better, and I can't identify that. That looks more like the blue that X-Shot used for a little bit recently, so I don't know if that's off one of those. But yeah,
it's just so smooth.
It's
just like so many people have learned quantum physics in this competition, have smashed the molecules together, so it's perfect.
Well, yeah, and it's just implementation of using weird parts, and it's like, oh, well, that seems natural now that you look at it, but I never would have guessed. I never would have. Yeah. Here's a comparison of it next to a Centurion. So if you know how long a Centurion is, it's maybe a half-inch longer than this huge thing that is also 6 times taller and probably weighs 4.5 tons.
Fine.
But also shoots a whole lot more practical darts, a whole lot faster.
Sometimes you need to make a blaster that can crush someone if you drop it on them.
Okay, and then here's the double 25-round drums that he's got merged together. That I think he said he's building boxes for to make him look like some kind of ammo cell kind of thing. He did mention that in the Discord, which is cool because I mean, right now we're showing pictures. We're talking about what is known and what I can recall. But if you are in the Discord, then you get to see these conversations and reveals happen live. And then if you have any particular questions, you can ask the actual creator as they're building something. Adjustable length. Oh, so that is still okay. Cool. So he maintained the use of the adjustable stock thing that he had before, but just bolstered it up with a whole bunch of other shell stuff. But it's still adjustable. That's
Yeah.
cool. That's cool. Another picture of the front end. Big handle on the side still. Okay, I'm seeing this little link. Photos, Google.
I'll open in a second tab.
Yeah, it is. Oh, something's happening. We got a loading thing. Proof of concept. I don't know how the stream's going to handle it, but we'll see.
Stream delay, so we're about to see it right now on the stream. Yeah.
Okay, I'll watch through it one more time just for give everybody a chance here. And this link, like you said, is posted at the bottom. Kind of hard to see, but we'll talk about that in just a second.
That is just so cool. Just so cool.
Okay. Yeah, and just at the very bottom, is there a way to make the text bigger? Because it kind of looks like one of those. At the bottom of the pictures, there's just kind of this little tiny squibble of text that's the link. Can we make that?
Oh yeah.
Just to make it more
ginger
obvious, so
stuff,
that
right?
people are what?
Yeah. I'll do this, and then I'll do this.
Holy cow! It's happening right now. Yeah, and you might just say video. Or
yeah, I'm gonna rename that. I just wanted to throw that in, like, because it was
Gotcha.
just
So we
like,
can
no,
so we can make sure it's
that's
gonna work.
That's going in because that is too damn cool not to go in.
Yeah, that's pretty impressive stuff. But a blaster like that kind of deserves something extra like that. So.
Yeah.
So very cool, very cool.
Yeah, proof of concept. There we go. Simple,
might
easy.
Might just be like call it a video, so it doesn't just look like another weird picture link or something.
Video. There you go.
Cool, awesome.
Easy peasy.
Thanks for acting quick. All right.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to move on from here, but yeah, that's. Yeah. I can't even imagine what kind of wacky sci-fi paint job that thing is going to get. But there's a lot of real estate and a lot of little greeble details to pick out. Oh,
I know LEDs aren't everyone's cup of tea, but this feels like it needs LEDs.
Oh yeah, that would be all right. Heck yeah.
Just everywhere. So many LEDs.
Okay.
Yeah. And Mystic One, you're at the bottom of intermediate now, so yeah, you'll just be down the list.
Perfect.
So we will get to you.
Nerf Loco, did he get? I don't recall. Nope, doesn't look like an update.
I did not see an update from Nerf Loco.
Okay. I would have swore.
I still have the email open just in case anyone else hits.
Yeah, I think I saw his work posted somewhere, and so maybe that's what I was recalling.
Yeah, we'll keep an eye out. No problem, Joe. Thanks for stopping by while you can.
Collector Ken, I don't believe we had an update there. Not looking like it. Okay. Oh, sorry, gotta do it the correct way, apparently. I don't recall we had an update here. No, we did, I believe. Yes. So yeah, modulus with a stampede on top and behind, but then using a big bad bow. When he mentioned he was going to use a big bad bow, I'm thinking, well, how the heck? What are you going to do with that? Well, it's housing an XBZ tank, which just seems totally natural now that you say it.
Yeah.
So, and then no, that's just the scope.
And yes, I did say LEDs. So many LEDs.
Yes, and I agreed. So, go ahead and just get on that.
Yeah.
As we sit here and dictate what your build should do.
I hate doing that. This should be added, but it's just like no. The interior voice of my brain is just going, no, it needs to be shiny. But yeah, no, this is, yeah, the crap. What's the tank called again?
XPZ?
I know this tank. XPZ tanks, yeah.
Yes, you of all people should be very familiar with it.
Yeah. So all the XPZ tanks. But yeah, it's just I haven't seen an XPZ tank being used in an actual game in a long time as well.
No,
This is,
no.
this is just like two old guys reminiscing about the old. Remember back in our day?
We used to have abbreviations for everything.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, okay. Gonna talk about a thing real quick. First of all, okay, Stampede, awesome stock. Makes up with the modulus really well. The front end here matches up really well with the kind of beveled nose here on the modulus. But I was going to point out, let me zoom in a tiny bit. The cut here on the front, I don't think that's the actual body line from the Big Bad Bow. I can't see my Big Bad Bow from here. But just for whatever reason, the way it's tied in this angle here, kind of sweeping forward, for one thing, kind of mimics the lines here, which is cool. But also, if it was like a straight line to like just make room for, like if it was cut straight in front of the magazine, or if it was cut out a little bit ahead of for a drum, but it was just vertical, it would still be cool. But for whatever reason, this little angled, having this bit of a bevel here, just kind of gives it just a bit more of a little bit more pizzazz, you might say.
Yeah.
And so that's cool. And okay, I'm going to speculate. Is this I can't remember if he was the one that said he was going to put a compressor in the back for the tank, but I just looking at this and going, oh, you could probably find a little hand pump from like a AT3K or something like that, something a little bit smaller, and have the pump here where this little scopish looking thing is, and then tie it into the back of the tank. That'd be kind of clever if you wanted to keep it manual pump. Just a thought I'm having while I'm brainstorming. But I believe, if I remember right from his email, he was going to
But a compressor is
put a
cool.
compressor.
And also, Grim says it's the original shape of the Big Bad Bow.
Is it? Well, that's even extra cooler. Good job, Big Bad Bow.
So it slots in.
So yeah, I'm really digging where this direction's going. But when I saw the email come in the other day, and I saw the Recon magwell added, because one thing I don't like about the Stampede is it's got this little dimpled in area where it's got the cool reset. Or
you mean the modulus?
No, magwell? I'm talking about the Stampede still. We'll get to the modulus in a minute. But it's got the big gray things that sit right about here that tie into these little exhaust pipe looking things that makes clearance for the pusher or the gear motor and stuff like that. And so it makes it weird on integration stuff to use, because you get it's a big round thing or a big square thing on that side, I can't remember, but it's right about here as well that ties into all these weird little plumbing looking stuff. And it kind of complicates the aesthetic a little bit. It works good for the Stampede, but trying to use that somewhere else complicates it. But if you just cover up the whole dang thing with another panel that actually looks better overall, that's cool. I really like that.
Yeah.
That was...
And plus, it looks like it's part of the Stampede.
Yeah. I mean, obviously it's in bare plastic now, but once it's painted, I don't think you'll even notice. You'll just kind of forget that there used to be anything else there.
Yeah. No, when you were saying the Recon magwell, I was looking down at the modulus magwell. I didn't even realize that was a Recon magwell. I thought that was just I thought that was part of the Stampede he cut off and put somewhere else. And I'm like, no, you're right. That is the Recon magwell. Holy crap.
So yeah, that was, like I said, I saw the email come in and I checked real quick and I was like, oh, wait a minute. What the, that's, Yeah. But then also using the Stampede, the back of the Stampede grip to kind of tie into the modulus, because the modulus has a notoriously terrible grip. And so this kind of alleviates a lot of that and also makes the integration point a lot cleaner overall. So bonus points there. But yeah, the drop in the Recon magwell is just kind of like, oh, geez, that solves like so many things. For one thing, you have the little drop down here between this line of the Stampede grip area and then kind of the aggressive line different being here on the modulus. But if you just tie it all together in one extra piece of laps on top, it solves like 20 problems all at the same time and looks good doing it. And I just raised a big stink about how cool the that little scopish looking thing on the Big Bad Bow is, and now in the next picture here, it's cut off and there's a recessed rail mounted in there instead. And I wish, hopefully next time we'll have an updated picture that's cut out or that's zoomed out a little bit more, because I want to see what the rest of that looks like. But using a Nerf rail to kind of blend that in, give a natural location where you would expect a rail to be, but kind of tying things together and really capping off the aesthetic where the big bad bow is. And this is orange. What is this?
Yeah.
Okay, hang on. So what's going on there?
Mhm.
Okay, gap filling. Okay, that's cool. I apologize to people watching, all of our viewers. I realize I'm jumping back and forth, scrolling up and down like crazy, and also trying to explain stuff. So if you have to go back and pause to look at what I'm actually talking about, I'm sorry, because I'm kind of getting in the moment. But I don't know if it's a interesting transition point or something, but there is a bit of blending done with some epoxy of some kind here. But there's an orange thing here that appears to be aiding in filling in this corner thing. I'm not sure what's going on, but there's a little bit of putty, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. But the mixture of adding lines here and there, that's working. That's really working. I'm liking that.
Yeah, yeah. And it's just once again, it's so smooth. So smooth.
And it's interesting. I was thinking about this the other day. Of the nature of integration stuff worked really well in kind of, say 2018 to or I'd say like 2015 to 2020, right in there, because there was a lot of really consistent aesthetic of the in-strike line. A lot of shells worked together really well. Now we got a lot of weird, wacky stuff. They got dinosaurs. They got the Elite 2.0 that's kind of got its own thing going on. There's a lot of varying shell aesthetic going on, and so there's not a lot of that I'm seeing immediately that lend itself to good, clean integrations. And so what we're doing here, MergeMasters, you're seeing a whole lot of what we would call old, outdated shells being used, but they're all being used in fresh, new ways. So we're seeing all sorts of new implementation of parts, even though the parts are old. Even some of the combinations have been done before, but they're all new, fresh takes on everything. And so that is what really makes me excited for what I'm seeing in this competition.
Yeah.
Is fresh iterations of older, even older, more common parts. So gush about this a little bit. I'll continue to gush later, but we also.
Well, it's just nice to see some of because it's not just you don't just see the blaster, right? Then it gives you see the blaster, then you get the memory tied with that blaster. Seeing that like on the Nerf when you first started modding or you first went to a Nerf game and stuff, and it's good.
Okay, I think we're doubled up here.
Yep.
I'm on
doubled up?
Cameric here, and I'm seeing the Raven, Strife, Longshot, Mediator, all that business. I think we looked at this a little while ago under a different name. I seem to recall a bit of a hiccup last time.
Did we?
I believe so, but I'm not going to dwell on it now. We can sort that out later. So I'm just going to jump back in. It's it's the next one in line here, underneath the last one we did, which was.
I don't think I updated Cameric though.
No, but I recall we might have had him under a different name somewhere. Well, because I remember we covered him or covered that picture, that blaster, in the basic category. So
Okay.
I'll make a note of that, and
I'll
we'll
fix that up. Yeah. Make it up.
Okay, Mystic 1, we talked about, you just moved him up a class, correct?
Well, no, we haven't talked about Mystic yet. The updates. Because he has all the updates.
Okay, that's... Gotcha. I was thinking... Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay,
so
sorry.
Yeah, I moved Mystic to Intermediate, and I moved
You just had
360i
updates.
to Gastal.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just getting really mixed up with everything. Sorry.
Oh, good.
I'm really paying attention.
Yeah.
Oh,
Who are you?
this one. Gotcha. Okay, yeah. Mystic. There we are. Okay, I got my brain straight. Yes, lots of updates on this one. All of which are quite exciting. So I'm going to zoom out a little bit because it looks like we got some bigger pictures. So, another modulus. Is this the third modulus in this competition so far? A very popular specimen this time. That's cool. So we got modulus, crossbolt stock, but we got some rapid strike parts, just rapid strike teeth, top rail hops up, That's Stampede bits up there, I believe. Then the rail gets extended a little bit. There we are. I'm going to zoom back in on this, because now we got crossbolt stuff going on up front, and now it gets extra interesting. Also, this was the first build, I believe. He uses a 3D printer pen with ABS filament to do his merge points and filling. That's the first time I've seen this done. I mean, outside of, say, Ed Scar building a complete blaster out of a 3D pen. But, yeah, that's a whole different topic altogether.
That was a thing.
But yeah, now look. Oh, he did away with the top rail. Okay, so we did have the top rail popped up for a minute, got cut down, got filled in with the flat rail. So now it's a flat top. Rapid strike portion just kind of adds a little bit of meat to build everything else on top of. Okay, we get the crossbolt there. A little bit of gap filling here and there. Yeah, this thing just keeps getting better and better. Like, I got several emails. Like, in the course of one day, I was at work and got a couple emails. I'm like, what's this? What's this? What's it? Whoa, geez, and it just kept coming.
Yeah.
So you got the crossbolt up front, kind of nestled into the front of the modulus there. But then I believe that was a long shot front gun that wraps around part of the crossbolt for an end. But then you have also long shot front gun on the top, wrapping over the top of the crossbolt. And then using part of the crossbolt slide to kind of fill in the gap in the middle with everything. It's just the more it progressed, the more little pieces formed and pieces got cut down and tucked into little corners and nooks and crannies and stuff, and little gap fillers and stuff to kind of cover and disclose. And yeah, it's just the thing started just rapidly shaping up.
Oh yeah, it's really nice. And that ABS pen, do you have to use an adhesion thing with it as well, or are you using a custom ABS kind of slurry to glue it?
No, from what I understand in the Discord, you mentioned that it's just one of those 3D pens with ABS filament, and you just have to kind of go slow so that the shell parts melt at the same time you're feeding the filament in there.
Interesting.
We do know he's in
That's
stream,
cool.
So if he wants to give some clarification, that would be appreciated as well, just to make sure I'm not understanding things incorrectly. But yeah, this has been a really cool one to see develop. Like I said, very almost aggressive progression on the project in just the last little bit. Where at first it was like, oh, this is looking really cool, and then it's like, hey, I didn't see that coming. Oh, geez, that's a good idea. Oh, wow, and yeah, just kind of just boomity boomity boom, and now we got this going on, and I'm liking it.
Oh yeah, 3D pen with ABS. Nice. I also like just blasters with like 2 mag wheels, 2 like functional mag wheels. Whether the functionality is just
it's very 2015 it seems like, but kind of a lost novelty it seems like, unfortunately.
Wood burning pen to help shape.
There we go. Okay, if the pictures are still loading, it looks like. I was gonna say I thought there was at least one more.
There's one more I had to throw in. That wasn't there before.
Okay.
I was just noticing that as you were scrolling down. I'm like, wait, that was not there.
Yeah, I was going to say, I swore things were tied in a little bit better. Hate to be picky. Could we rotate this 90 degrees? Just because it fits in the screen makes it easier to share better. I mean, you don't have to do it right now, but just in the future. just like as things come in. But yeah,
Fix it. Raise the quality.
Make it better.
Make it better. Do it faster. Something. There we go. Rotate. Save. Close.
So yeah, it's. Oh gosh. That's great.
It cropped off a little bit. Why did it crop off? Wait, no, it didn't. Let me look at the original photo.
I think it did.
Did?
I think so. When I said make it better, I meant like, make it better. But it's enough to at least keep me talking. So, is that gray portion the Rapid Strike stock with the adjustable part? Question mark. If you're still here. And now with the little crossbolt parts kind of filled in, the little jam doors kind of adds to that, helps define the silhouette a little bit better. But yeah, I'm really liking where things are going here, and it's almost going to be a shame once it's all blended together that you won't necessarily be able to tell where the long shot front gun parts, plural, tie into the crossbolt and everything. But it'll also be super cool that everything is tied together so naturally. But yeah, there's a whole lot of cool stuff going on here. So yeah, we can sort out orientation of things later on. But yeah, that's gonna be good. That's gonna be good. Back to entries. Okay, final class, Gestalt. Pop over to Vile Mods. This has been a, dare I say, interesting one to see as well. What the heck is going on there? Wow, that's really cool.
A lot.
That's kind of what I said when he first showed the pictures. So now you know what the inside of my head sounds like. But yeah, that was Praxis stocks, right? And then some scratch-built, shock-looking bits.
Mm.
But yeah, it's one of those things where when he started posting pictures, it's like, oh, well, see, this looks pretty cool, and then other weird things start happening, and it just gets cooler and cooler, and it's like, you need to turn the cool down just a little bit because I'm having a hard time keeping up.
Nah, turn it up. Maximum cool.
You have permission to implement
to awesome.
Phasers. That seems a bit extreme, but no, just the yeah. I was. Do the kids still say shook? Because I think I was feeling shook when this got posted the first time. I was like, just the whole, I'm going to take two of the same stock thing, kind of stick them kind of half and half, but not quite, just enough to kind of jazz it up a little bit, and then put a different stock on the end of the stock that's at the end of the stock. So there's a whole lot of stocking.
Do you want to learn how to proclaim excitement, as the kids say nowadays?
What is the hip jive?
The hip jive? Okay, so this is very important. You have to point to the inside of your elbow with two fingers. And then you say shee. It's sheesh, but you say it high, like a high pitch, and you kind of go higher as you go through it.
I don't believe that's a thing.
It is a thing.
Do we have youngsters in stream right now that can confirm? Because that, I can guarantee you, that's not a thing that's going to happen on. That's not a thing I'm going to do.
I'm totally just not recording this right now, but I need you to say it.
Yeah, no, I will happily be a fuddy-duddy.
One day. One day you'll be hip with the cool kids.
I used to be cool.
But yeah, no, that stock alone is, yeah. See, Grim Reaper says it is a thing. We're getting confirmation. You can hear that. That's Mr. Nathan dying a little bit inside.
That was... okay, well, anyway. All right. Well, that's... all right. Anyway, the stock... Okay. All right. Look at this stock for a little bit. Man, that is cool.
It is a pretty stock.
I think if I was Vile Mods, I think I would enter this stock separate, just on its own.
Something.
Just be like, this is a stock, and it's because it's. I mean, the rest of the build is cool. I'm not knocking the rest of the build, but I'm just really soaking this in for a minute.
Yeah.
Just dwell on that for a little bit.
Also, that rock in the background staring at me. I don't know how I feel about it.
Well, it's been making me uncomfortable. That's why I try not to dwell on it. But yeah, that's stock. That's
yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, there's a lot going on, and it's all good.
It's all amazing. It's just it's clean, it's smooth. I assume that's a cheek rest he's kind of making for that top bit.
Yeah, I mean,
Ah,
I can appreciate the use of a cheek rest, but it's almost is it almost too much? Is
no,
it does it?
it's never too much.
I'm not going to
Because I think
question the creator here because there's a lot of good happening.
that's a lot of great happening. I think he mentioned something about like kind of elephant gun inspiration, and
I'll buy
I'm
that.
totally feeling that. It's almost as long as one, so.
Okay, getting back to the rest of the blaster itself.
There's
Yeah,
other parts of the
there is a
blaster.
blaster on the end of this stock. I'm going to scroll back through all this stock business. Okay, now you have a Fearless Fire, and you have a Rapid Red. And the Rapid Red has a magwell that's not being used because I believe he's using the cylinder, I think, if I remember right. But you're taking two different... when he first posted this, I was thinking, okay, we got kind of the humpy bumpy of the flywheels going this way, and you got the humpy bumpy going the other way of the flywheels going that way. And I thought, well, how is he going to rectify this whole situation? And the answer is make a really cool stock that distracts everybody, but then you also come back and you add. Is that the Codebreaker bow? Where the cylinder fits right about here, where it's lapping over the flywheels, but it gives this nice natural kind of swoopy whale back, kind of whoop over there, whoop down here, whoop, and it just fixes everything. Like every concern I ever might have had about what the top of that blaster was going to look like is now just addressed, and it's like that's nice. That's good. That's good. That's a good thing happening.
Yeah. Oh, it's nice. It's really smooth. It's all connected.
And Rebel is tricky to work with because it's all curvy, but it's not all consistently curvy. But here you have the curve up here that kind of curves up and out, whoop, and then it curves out and up again, whoop. But at the same time, this part does it too. So you have kind of consistent whoopy, uppy, and then downy, and it's just it's like if those two shells were going to go together ever, that is the way they're going to do it. And they just seem happy doing it. So that's good.
Your terminology is pretty on point for this blaster. You got uppy, downy, the swoopy, boopy, and it's good.
Well, how would you describe it?
The stock, it's amazing.
Gosh, look at that stock! Oh my gosh!
Look at the stock.
Woo!
The other part of the blaster is amazing too, but
well, it's like they're two different things. It's like there's a whole lot of cool going on right here, like just the whole implementing or integrating three different shells that are related, but if you look at them, you're like, those aren't going to go together. They're all swoopy in the wrong ways. But then the stock happens, and that just totally it just crashed my whole party.
Yeah.
But brought pizza.
Some people
so it's like
build a stock on a blaster. Vile Mods built a blaster on a stock.
But yet they're both worthy of like existing independently.
Oh,
but they work so
100%.
well together too.
Yeah.
They're like a power couple that are also independently powerful at the same time. And just brought pizza to my party.
Exactly.
So
it's almost too suspicious that it's so powerful.
It's a fine thing you've done, Vile. It's a fine thing.
Yeah.
Also, there's a barrel. Also, that barrel used to be a rocket launcher thing.
Wait, really?
Yeah, that's the Modulus Tri-Blast little rocket launcher attachment thing.
Oh. That's cool.
It is.
It's like not really it's like more just like that little muzzle break at the end.
Well, yeah, but I mean,
it kind of reminds me of the Loudener from what video? I think it was Saints. Was it Saints Row, where you actually put a thing on the end of your muzzle in the video game, and it made your gun louder. That's what's just like, I don't know why, but that's what it reminds me of a little bit.
All right. Good things, Vile. Good things.
Yeah.
What, it keeps going? There's more pictures? Okay, phew, that's the end of it. Gosh, I don't think I could handle many more pictures of that stock.
Nah, well, I mean, that's what Vile did. Vile just like, no. We're going to give him the stock. We don't want to break anything.
See, maybe one of the next MergeMasters ought to be just like, design just an aspect of a blaster. Just design a stock attachment that's super cool. Just to design a muzzle attachment that's really cool. Just... or something. I'm not committing to that, but it's an idea. Look what you've done, man.
MergeMasters 2025. Stock options.
Anyway,
No?
going to the top. Oh, Codebreaker. There we are. Okay. Huh. Very nice. Iron Gopher. I did have Iron Gopher reach out to me and said that he had some things come up in his life that he may not be able to finish his blaster build, but we will see how that goes. We will still post updates if there are updates. But for right now, things are paused briefly for the time being. But we'll still acknowledge that there's pretty wacky stuff going on here.
Oh, yeah.
And that it deserves every opportunity to have some kind of completion, or at least address what the heck's going on here.
Yeah.
So, respect his privacy of what he's got going on. I mean, if you're there to offer support, please go ahead. But I know sometimes when somebody tries to build something cool and then is not able to complete it, people will show up, especially if this is a YouTube person. Sometimes people are like, well, yeah, but you owe it to us to finish this thing and show us this thing. That was a cool... Do not do that. Just recognize that this cool concept exists, and that
if Gopher's hearing this, I want to see this. It doesn't matter if it's done now, anytime in the future. If you're able to, would love to see this get done.
But you got to take care of you and yours first.
Yeah, exactly.
So if you need anything, we're here for you. And thank you, at the very least, for showing us that this might happen, that this is a thing that could exist. That's pretty good, even just that far. Even just to inspire some ideas. If anybody looks at that and says, like, I didn't know the takedown grip fit around a Magnus slide, there's an idea for you.
Now you know.
Grim Reaper. This, I believe, is he complete? Yeah, I think technically.
Grim Reaper's. It looks like it's done.
Yeah. Well, I can't remember if he. Yeah, he did mention. I think he mentioned the guts and stuff. I was just trying to remember offhand if it was like officially done and all signed off on. But I believe we saw this much last time.
I mean, I threw in the final part for his thing because it looked like if it's not done, I'll change it.
Oh no, I think it's like completed, but I don't know if all of the information support stuff like internals and lore and crap like that.
Yeah, I just know the name, Not Ready to Die.
Yeah.
And I need to... He gave us some of the stuff on the email, but I need to actually format it correctly. But...
Okay, Grim Reaper confirms, yes, it is done.
Blasting.
Blue Wolf, thanks for showing up. Please don't say anything. He's one of our locals. He says things that upsets me.
Say all the things, Blue Wolf. It's all good.
Okay, I think we got to this point in the last update. Yeah, because I think we talked about that. Primer. Which is always like the second most exciting part because you're finally seeing things all one color, so you're not biased by, your preconceived or your pre-existing concept of what blaster shells are and stuff. Oh, sorry, Andrew. I'll make sure that it hurts physically at our next event.
I'm just looking at the final picture again because I'm just like, oh.
Sorry, I'm building up to it. I'm building up to it.
Yeah.
Okay, Andrew, I'm sorry. If I didn't like you, I wouldn't mess with you. Oh, I'm sorry if you're a little late. You need to practice better attendance policies personally, and also, yeah, yeah. Sorry. I suppose
Who am I?
we probably are due for kind of an introduction. We're almost done, but
Let's finish. Let's finish Reaper first.
Okay.
I think Reaper needs to
Why don't tell you what? We're just
show
going to
up.
sit here and we're going to let people stare at this for a minute, and we'll banter for a minute because I think people are going to need a moment to kind of just soak this in.
Yes.
So that's fine. Yeah.
Yes, this is live.
we'll
This
just-
is live. We got about a 20-second delay.
Yeah. So we'll dwell
What's
on
up,
this for a little bit and just let people stare. But yes, would you like to reintroduce yourself to people who are just dropping in and going, "Who's this other guy?"
Yeah. Hey, I'm Alex from Flywheel the World. I used to be part of Make Test Battle, the Wizard of Make Test Battle, and yeah, I'm helping Nathan with the background stuff. Did the spreadsheet, and working out prizes and stuff for this event. And that is so pretty. That blaster.
Yes.
That primer is amazing. Like the primer just by itself,
Oh yeah.
it's one blaster. You can't see anything. It's one blaster. I can't see a seam line. And then you actually go to the paint job.
And it gets better. It's like, I mean, obviously you can tell it's custom because it's got the engraving and stuff like that, but it looks like it's just a customized Nerf blaster, not a customized conglomeration of a million different things. Ah, welcome aboard, Taran. And yes, you are well known as the sword guy. We just talked about that a little while ago. Sorry we missed you. I mean, you're still here, but obviously we just talked about your thing a little while ago. Okay, we'll move to another view and say, yes, it's just as cool on this side. And I will...
So just going off his email, I'm going to pull that up because I didn't get a chance to put this in. This thing apparently has fans, mystery open flywheel cage, infernos. It has LEDs to light up on rev. Light near the muzzle, which is activated on the switch on the left side. And like I see the volt meter, and it's just it's just words. No words, only
Well, and even just something as simple as just that there's a million things going on that you can see on the skin basically, but even just the bare silhouette, you have kind of this cool aggressive, almost like a ridge of spines across, kind of like up and down and back, and you even got a little tiny one there, so you have kind of a consistent theme all the way through, but it's just very, very cool and aggressive, and there's just very nice things going on here. And everything flows together.
yeah,
it's
smooth.
you could there's so much you could say about it, but it's just words. When you can just look at it and be like, this, like you can't see it, but I'm gesticulating wildly, pointing at the screen. Like, what else is there besides?
Look at it.
There it is. Look.
Yeah,
Look at it.
If we were in person right now and I had a physical printout of this photo, I'd just be shoving it into people's faces, just going, "Look at it."
And you wouldn't need to say anything beyond that.
Yeah.
I know
the cops get called, but it's all good. They go, no. You got to look at it.
Look at this and they go, "Oh, yeah, sir. Sorry, sir. Have a nice evening."
Sorry, sir. Yeah.
He did post the video in the email. Did you add a embedded link the way you did?
I will add it in a.
I
didn't see it in a video.
I think it was an email. Maybe you just posted it on the Discord, but I did see the video of it revving up, and it lights up the little LEDs in the top of the Raven.
I want that video. You know what? We're gonna do this live.
Cool. Well, I'll scroll slowly.
I assume showcase. I will search the entire Discord server for Grim Reaper.
There again, another sighting of the Maverick slide that just looks nice, filling in a panel and just adding some details and just adding to. It doesn't. It doesn't. It's not like a focal point being like taking the spotlight away from anybody else. But it's a very good supporting cast that just says, "I got this taken care of. We're good."
Yeah. Sadly, it's a download link, so I cannot.
Gotcha.
Hang on, let's see if I can.
Oh, we got a little laser up here, or at least an LED. Okay.
Yeah, the best I can do is copy.
It was in the Discord, though.
Yeah, I'll let's go look at it.
Okay, yeah. Everybody
That's
join.
the best I can do.
There's the Discord link. Join the Discord, watch that video, and stick around. And if you don't want to stick around, that's fine. But at least watch the video.
It'll make you a better person.
It'll make
You'll
you
be-
want to be a better person.
No, I'll make you 100% justifiably, statistically, quantifiably.
Well,
better
it'll be a
person,
life-altering
just by looking at this
experience
class.
that'll make you, look deeper into yourself and strive to be a better person as well.
Yeah.
I mean, it has that much of a lasting impact. But there are other things we have to look at, and we are still way behind from all of the shenanigans going on first thing today.
Yeah.
Apologies again to everybody who's been here since the beginning, who's saying, wow, this is sure taking a long time. Yes, well, when you start 40 minutes late because of things, then,
Nah.
yeah,
Scuff, live stream happens,
We're-
shenanigans.
we're nearly done. now.
All good. Everything's fine because Grim Reaper made this blaster.
Okay, we're doing Prickly next. Prickly Snurf mods. And, okay, there we are. I was gonna say,
Prickly is a new Gestalt entry.
yes, I've been watching. He has been posting on Facebook, but only recently made his actual submission. So I've seen a number of pictures of work in progress before Primer, which I think I will reach out to him and be like, hey, can we get some more of those pictures just so we can have a full context of what's going on? Because it is pretty cool. Obviously, there's looks like two iterations or two applications of Centurion side plates around the barrel, Thunderhawk body. I think it's Rapid Strike in the middle with the. Oh, obviously we can. There we are. Yeah, Rapid Strike in the middle, deploy stock, Thunderhawk spine, Thunderhawk nose. Is that a rough cut grip tied to a regular in strike, like a retail or something like that? I can't remember.
If you scroll down, there's that
Is there
that you can kind of get a better idea.
Well, yeah, now we're into the
Nope.
color.
Yeah.
And I think when he submitted these pictures, this was the picture of the paint drying, the clear coat drying. So hopefully we'll get some updates next time of it put together with internals and stuff like that. But it's very, yeah, I'll reach out to him, see if we can get some of the other pictures that he posted elsewhere, because it's very cool. This here just doesn't really give it the silhouette or the profile that would really be nice.
Yeah.
But very good work, as is common with Prickly's stuff. He just does good things and has really cool ideas. But this is an interesting take.
Yeah. I mean, the silhouette itself kind of reminds me of like a plasma blaster, like sci-fi plasma blaster thing, and it's nice. Once again, it's just like I guess all these people just have the magical capability of using shells and making them beyond smooth. And
well, it's been nice that there's not really a common theme. I mean, we saw a handful of modulus base blasters, stuff like that. We're seeing a lot of like common components used, but nobody's building blasters that look remotely like anything else.
yeah, which is great. Even like we have a couple stripes there, but even each one, they're all different. They're all doing their own thing. I mean, it's a great part about the community. It's just everyone has their own kind of idea of how something should look, and it's always going to be different from everyone else's. So
Yeah, there's no right way of
just
doing
have-
it. There's only a lot of good
Yeah.
ways.
many ways, many.
All right. Well, that covers everybody, I think. Apologize
No,
to.
no, 360i.
But did Didn't we already look at? Was there more updates?
Nope, we haven't looked at 360i yet because he got moved to the Gastal.
Well, yeah, but we saw him when he was still intermediate, though.
No, but it didn't get updated. We had to skip him.
You sure? Because we talked about that Stampede rail. Do we have more?
90.
Are you sure? Because I made a big issue about this joint here with the Stampede being a spacer in this little hoppy up part.
Oh no, you're right. You're correct.
Oh, I'm darn right.
You are correct.
I'm not regretting coming back and revisiting because it's still a cool blaster.
It is very cool.
But now everybody is in their proper home for time being.
Yeah, I got to mess around with a few, but a few things. But yeah, for the most part, and also it will take a second to update because I'm just gonna put these on the main screen right now, so we can just kind of show.
Grim Reaper. I assume when you say that I'll let you know, you mean you'll let me know first.
Look,
please.
I just want to touch it. I want to touch it. That's it.
Oh yes, here we go. I will let you update that for a second.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact,
I'm gonna.
I'll let you vamp for a minute.
it.
Don't talk about the prizes quite yet. I have to go let a dog out that wants to go out real bad, so I'll step away for just a few moments.
All right.
Yeah, vamp, post the pictures, and then I'll pop back in and I'll scroll
vamp,
down.
I'll post the pictures and
then I'll let you talk about it.
Yeah. So yeah, just a couple things because we're gonna go over like just some more prizes once Nathan gets back. But also, this, one thing I wanted to touch on is more just the competition itself. Just utilizing. Do I smell a blaster auction? Maybe. Grim Reaper goes, "Do you want to play a game? Everyone give me money and we'll see who wins." But no, one of the things the competition itself is just kind of a utilization of it for more serious real life stuff, for lack of a better word. It's just one thing I kind of got. It's been touched on a little bit and kind of voiced. I read around in different Nerf forums and stuff. Is if you're participating in this competition and you need to actually fill out your resume a bit, throw this competition in your resume. You always should have like a section like projects and stuff, things that you're working on. And one of the big things for that is just if you enter a competition, if you don't win, it doesn't matter. Just say, yeah, I was in this competition. It kind of just shows people that, hey, I could work something to a deadline and I could work on different tools and so on and so forth. So there's one little thing I wanted to actually touch on as we keep doing this, and I'll give more examples. It was one thing that's kind of popped in my head today of just from reading a few comments on Nerf Discord. It's like, yeah, include this stuff because it could be useful. And, you're doing it anyway, so it could be fun. And now we see how long Mr. Nathan takes to let out a dog. Could be 30 seconds. Could be a minute. Could be an hour. Day, week, century. Wait, you're going to put lowering... How much are lowering springs nowadays for money? As I'm reading chat. I mean, the real question is, Grim, are you going to be painting it like you paint your blasters? Your Monte Carlo. That's what I want to see. Oh, it was stuck in queue?
Good dogs. Good dogs.
Hang on, Taryn. Let me see if I can fix that. Let me go to Oh, there's your new ones. Okay, I got just come back from my end. No,
Okay. Anything cool happen while I was gone?
So Taryn sent some photos through, and we're just going second, gotta administrator some stuff. Yeah, Taryn sent some photos through, and yeah, they're not actually coming through for whatever reason. Taryn, if you can at me at Caster on the Discord, I might be able to. I can just copy it from the Discord. We're trying not to do this, but it's probably just because it's too big. So if you just post it on the Discord and then like on Whip in a single post, I can just add that really quick. Even if he already did it already. Yeah, that's if you can hear me, Nathan, yeah,
Okay, what do you need?
Oh, it's where we're just seeing if Taryn's email, Sword Guy's email is not going through. Like, it keeps coming back queued on their end. So, yeah.
Let me try to find where that went. Got too many windows opened up. Can't find things. Oh, don't do that.
So we're just checking that. But yeah, if you want to, like I said, just make the post and then just at me. There we go. Thank you. Oh yeah, MFT. That'll be a wizard on this one. Ooh. We'll just jump back to you. So let me go to the spreadsheet. And we'll go to Taryn. Taryn. There he is. For an update. All right, there's two new pictures. So yeah, just go back to Taryn's.
Chunk. Come on. Come on.
And yeah.
There we are. Okay, so, Taryn, since you're here, is it a scabbard or a holster or a the other word that I can't remember? What do you call it? Since you built it, you probably know the correct terminology.
Yeah, it's
Sheath. Scabbard.
Scabbard say. We also have a video.
What? Oh, that's
yeah.
right. Yeah,
You might be able to play by clicking on it.
Okay, we're gonna go up and yeah, while you get that posted, I'll discuss. So we've seen the hilt here. This is where it stops. We have a magwell here. We have a grip here, which I assume is going to have a trigger in it. But so basically this part here is the scabbard. The whole bit there. So it'll attach to the belt, presumably. So yeah, we got some Zeus bits. I think more Zeus bits. That's the Dart Zone Liberator. A couple of bits of Long Strike stock. I believe that's the... Is it the Liberator? The Dart Zone Ball Blaster shotgun thing. I think it's Liberator. But I think that's the priming slide off of it. So yeah, a lot going on here, and I think it'll all make a little bit more sense once it's in the video, because I think one of the videos he posted was it... Yeah, hang on a second. Let's... let me...
He posted of it like it's sliding out. But yeah.
Yeah, there we are. Okay, now it's... I was clicking and it wasn't showing up as a thing I could click on, but now we're loading. Oh, we're kind of loading.
It's a Discord link, so it may or may not, but we'll see.
Guess if we need to, I
It
can...
should, in theory.
Oh.
And if it doesn't, it doesn't.
Just continue in the browser. Cause oh, good grief! I don't want to do that thing. Tell you what, we will just do this. Where was it posted?
It is in Whip, and it's the newest video.
Ooh, got some more action going on there. Okay, let me just drag this guy in because that's that thing, and we'll just go. Whoa! Drag that far. I think that's pretty cool. And go. Doesn't seem to be liking it.
Not seeming to be loading. Oh, there you go.
Well, it's trying. It's just kind of choppy. It might have to go through again.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
well,
it slides through the side.
okay, let's see if it'll go through this time better. Zip, right alongside the Jin Urso.
What do you
like
have?
that.
What do you have on the inside, Taryn, to make it not scratching, not scratch?
Go through one more time.
And yeah, Nathan, as Taryn's saying in chat, it's Scabbard or Saya.
Cool. Saya. Okay. Scabbard. Well, thank you for the correction on that. And if we're going to call it, we might as well call it the right thing. So, okay, cool. And I'm sure that's the action's going to be a whole lot smoother when he's not trying to do it one-handed and hold the camera and everything's all, cut and polished. But so you can kind of use your imagination on comparing that in the kind of the simplified original form to here with just some more pieces and stuff put on to cover. So yes, it's technically not a blaster as we would generally consider it, but it is going to fire a dart, so it technically qualifies. Would you remind me, we talked the other day about, you talked about possibly doing another entry that was also a sword or sword adjacent, as I recall. Are you still going to go through with that, or do you want to save it for the next competition? So you were kind of on the fence with it, as I recall.
Need more swords. The handle alone.
Yeah, the handle blew me away when he first, made the proposal and said, "Hey, can I build this thing?" I was looking at it and I'm like, "You're making it's just a handle out of
Yeah.
blaster parts? What?" And I said, "Yeah, go ahead and we'll see what happens." And then he starts building stuff, and it's like, that doesn't make sense, but it's amazing and it's great.
So
So
yeah, so cool. So cool. We need like the unholy marriage of that handle in vial stock. I don't know what it would look like. I don't know how you would do it,
but it'd be
but
great.
that would be great. It's the equivalent of taking like $2 and going, now kiss. We need this to happen. It's cool stuff.
And I would like to see more like this. Like I mentioned, like the next competition, I'd like to have something slightly different, some kind of gimmick to it that stimulates the imagination or whatever. Making a something that's not a blaster into a blaster, or a blaster into something that's not a blaster, or whatever. Or just like, okay, cool, we're going to do things that are technically Nerf or Nerf adjacent or whatever, kind of like this. Something that's just totally off the wall, but yet can still inspire mad amounts of creativity and fresh ideas.
Definitely.
It's just a sword based on a video game called God Eater, so the blade opens and the fires. Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
So yeah, very cool, very cool. I think we've been through everybody now.
Yeah, that's everyone.
Oh, did you talk about
go back to the main page?
Yes, we need to
Prizes?
talk about.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet. So go back to the main page, and I'll talk about it. I just brought up one thing, which is I was kind of vamped with the. It's just I noticed it. I don't know if it was your Discord, but someone was talking about like applying for a job and resumes. So I was like, throw this if you're or participating in MergeMasters, throw it on the resume. You don't just say I made a blaster. Look at it. You go, oh, no, I work on a competition where you have a set a deadline and everything for a project, and utilizing various tools and techniques, and it's an international competition.
Well, and also
that's just what I touched base on.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll scroll down to the first row of prizes. Nope. Okay. Go for teeth.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought.
Yeah. Go for teeth. The first row. I got to pretty these up, but
yeah.
For now, this will work for the stream.
Yeah, and I can send you the pictures of the gopher teeth I've got, so we can get that updated so that people have context of what exactly it is. I think I posted some a little while ago in the Discord, but I'll just send them to you directly. So you want to go through the prize pool?
Yeah. So Flywheel the World will be donating some prizes for first, second, and third for each of the categories: basic, intermediate, and Gestalt. They'll be the same prizes for each one. But so if you're third place in any of the categories, it's just going to be a simple, just our FTW wheels. If you are in the U.S. or Australia, you are more than welcome to swap those out for our little lipos, our 3S core lipos. They're 500 milliamp 3S. The reason I didn't just list that or that is if you're international, unfortunately, we can't ship the lipos internationally. But since we do ship out of both the U.S. and Australia, those will be available. Second place, we have once again the black little flywheels and the Fidlock magnetic. You see them a lot in holsters. FTW, we use it for our Orbit Minis. Just the snap magnets. You can use it for a little holster. We also have the old holster style, the Holdster style, bigger versions of these, which can easily be swapped out as well. So if you, for a future integration, you wanted to have a holster or even some sort of magnetic sheath, for example, for another cool sword, it'd be awesome to see them on those. And yeah, those could be swapped back and forth. And the once again, second place, if you don't want the wheels and you want to use you want lipo instead, and you're in the U.S. or Australia, we can swap those out, no problem. And then first place, each group, Gastal, Basic, and Intermediate. It's just a pair of FTW Merlins, black our micro flywheels, FTW flywheels, and the magnets again. I just wanted to do a scaling thing, so it's it's the same prize with something added on. So you go, oh, I should win. Really want a second prize because I wanted those items, or I really want that. So it's just an additive prize. And once again, if you win a pair of the flywheels and you don't want the micro flywheels and you want lipo instead, we're happy to swap that out if you're in the U.S. or Australia, or if you want the larger holster magnets. I have to get the dimensions on the ones, and I'll put that up on the actual prizes. But yeah, just a little bit of a prize pool for the competition on top of the gopher teeth, which are really cool.
Yes, indeed. And also, like I said, I'm currently in discussions with another fella that wants to donate into the award pool. I'm not exactly sure how that's going to fit. If it's going to be just first prize only, or if it's going to be across the board. As that information is finalized, it'll get updated. If you would like to not, instead of competing in the competition, if you would like to support the competition and donate either items or cash or whatever, then you can reach out to me and we can keep fluffing this up a little bit. As it is, I'm still absolutely blown away by not only the amount of participation, but that we were able to acquire a sponsor, quote unquote, and have actual, people approach me about offering awards for the competition to give it a little bit more legitimacy. And while I'm sure that everybody would have been competing anyway, just because it's a fun competition and just to build stuff with people and have a bit of friendly rivalry, it's extra cool when you not only win, but you get free stuff as well. So, super excited to be able to, like I said, bring this a bit more competition-ish awardness to to this event and make it more of a less of a casual event among friends kind of thing. So thanks again, Alex, for stepping up not only for the awards, but also making this stream thing actually happen better and keep things organized and create the database and this and that and everything else. It feels like you're doing far more than I am. So
hey, you're the one that's like, hey, let's do this. So...
I'm an ideas guy. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
So thanks to everybody who showed up, and there again, I will apologize for the large delay. I mean, almost a 40-minute delay we had in getting this thing rolling. We apparently will not be multicasting or simulcasting or whatever on Twitch. We will save Twitch for another thing some other time, apparently, when my situation here can handle it. We will strictly stay on YouTube for the time being, unless we decide otherwise. Hopefully things will be a bit smoother. A lot of it was the fact that we were technically trying to stream on both and then trying to shut one down, but then that didn't affect, not everything was fixed, and so we had to kind of bail out altogether and then jump back in. So hopefully next time we will set our sights a bit more reasonably, and we'll be able to be a little bit more smoother and more organized and less terrible about the whole streaming setup. So thanks to everybody who showed up again. Thanks to everybody who hung out in chat and chatted. I don't know when we're going to do another update. We will, there again, like I said last time, probably 2 weeks or 3 weeks, depending on the amount of updates and stuff we have to talk about. But as soon as we have something figured out, then I'll get some posts made, hopefully earlier, or give you a little bit more headroom this time. This last time I talked to Alex, we got the stream thing all set up, and I was like, yep, I'm going to make the post, and I made the post, and then didn't actually post it, and so it'll get better. It'll get better. We got another month and a half to figure this out, and so I imagine the post...
We're making you a true live streamer.
Sure.
Scuffing everything. Technological differences. Good times.
The post-competition follow-ups ought to be pretty good. That's all I'm saying. And I do want to make a big issue out of those. Try to get some of the winners involved. Actually get them on to the stream, live chat, talk about stuff, and go from there. Not sure what that's going to look like yet, but we'll get something figured out.
Yeah.
But do you have any final words, final thoughts, Alex?
Bork. Interesting.
All right, we'll see you all next time.